FIA Formula 3 comes to Emilia-Romagna. It's Sunday morning and it's time for the feature race. Let's cross over for the story so far.
The FIA Formula 3 Championship at Imola began with the sprint race as drivers look to kick off the European leg of the season and get points on the board. Hard racing as ever here at Imola, some pushing maybe a little bit just too hard and finding the gravel traps and the barriers. As we pushed on to the final stages of the race, a late virtual safety car saw Noel Leon go through to take the on-track victory, but that would soon change after a penalty, which would see Ollie Goethe reinstated to take the victory ahead of Tim Tramnitz and Noel Leon. Now we come through to the feature race. Welcome everyone to the coverage. We'll clear up those penalties for you in just a second. My name, Chris McCarthy, alongside me, Alex Brundle. So Ollie Goethe and Tim Tramnitz would be ahead of Noel Leon, who would pick up a penalty, a 5-second penalty for weaving. We also had a penalty for Martini Stenshorn, and then we had penalties for Charlie Wirtz for contact, which you saw with Callum Voisin, and Tommy Smith for contact with Murray Boyer. Alex Brundle. Yeah, so clearing up the happenings of yesterday. Leon received a penalty for not following the race director's instructions around weaving after turn 17. Oliver Goethe and Tramnitz reinstated into their positions after an error with the timing matrix created an automated penalty around the safety car, which was then rescinded. So that's the movement we saw, and it saw Goethe take the point for eventually winning that race. But today is a new day, and we have a new feature race over 22 laps. Let's see how they line up, Chris. Well, we have our first 1-2-3 lockout for the first time since Sochi 2019. Trident locking out the front 3 positions with Santiago Ramos, Leo Fornaroli, the Italian, Sami Megatunov, and then the Red Bull Junior, Arvid Lindblad next along. Dino Beganovic, Gabrielli, Mini next along as Prema are 4th, 5th and 6th Italian teams locking out the top 6 positions. Ollie Goethe in P7 taking his 2nd win next along. Then we have Luke Browning and Tim Tramnitz rounding out the top 10. Noel Leon comes next, first Mexican on the podium yesterday. Then comes Kasper Stuka, Nikita Bedrin and Nicolas Solov, row 7, Christian Mansell and Matthias Zagazeta, row 8. Martinez Stenchel will be looking for a better day today. Likewise, Charlie Wirtz, Callum Voisin. Let's see what he can do today. He's going to be on row 10 with hard charger from yesterday, Sophia Flörsch. Watch out for the Alpine Academy driver. Joseph Loke is going to be on row 11 with Max Esterson. Then we have Sebastian Montoya, who was charging through the field yesterday. He's alongside Kian Shields on row 12. Tommy Smith, of course, having those issues yesterday. Bit of contact for him. He's going to be on row 13 with Piotr Wisniewski. Mary Boyer, watch for him, high up in the standings, but sadly down on row 14. Didn't make it past the first lap yesterday. He's alongside Josh Dufek, who came through the field. Then we have Desanopol Inchapuvazak, 3 DNFs in a row for him. And Alex Dunn, who came through to 14th place in the sprint race yesterday, the newly named McLaren Junior.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting race. My voice will go very silent to the start of this race. I have a very bad sore throat coming into today. Soothers and hot drinks throughout the day to get me through it. Alongside me in the commentary box, maybe to do a bit more of the shouty bits today, is Nathan Richards and Omi as well. Richie, welcome back to Formula 3. Nice to have you back in the box as well. Are you looking forward to this very entertaining race? Because yesterday's F3 was a nightmare.
Yeah, yesterday's F3 was a nightmare, but it was also entertaining and it was a brilliant watch. So I'm very excited to see what the cars will do on track today and what we can see the 3 tribes at the front of the pack leading away. It'll be quite an interesting one. Strategy also but we've had into this where we've obviously with the different teammates, where they're going to position each other, making moves. So I think we could be even for quite an interesting and chaotic Imola Grand Prix.
Oh, mate, it's gonna. Oh, mate, it's gonna be mad. It always is.
Yep, Formula 3 yesterday just couldn't stop having safety cars. Mansell said it was the safety car Grand Prix, and it absolutely was. Plenty of safety cars yesterday. Let's hope we get a bit more racing. There's a great move by Gabriele Mini. We want to see much more of that here today as all of them leave the line. Let's hope they all do manage to get off the line to begin the formation lap, and it seems like they all have been able to, so that's a good start there.
So we're all ready to go in this opening session as well. Jesse's in the pit lane, by the way, if anybody needs to take over, especially take over from me, who is not 100%, let's hear from the drivers.
It's gonna be a super tight race. Of course, starting with teammates around you, you have no room for a stupid mistake or stupid move. So it doesn't say that we are not gonna race. We're just gonna make the things fair, and the fastest driver will win the race.
We are all 3 teammates, and of course we all want to win. But you know, of course we will talk with the team manager and with everyone. We will make a meeting, and we'll just try to fight, yes, but in an intelligent way.
Every driver wants to win, no matter if we race for the same team. But we have to bear in mind that at the end it's a team job what makes also the results for them. And there's a lot of people working behind us, it's not just us. So we need to bear that in mind. I think we have it clear. At the end we're racing drivers and we will fight for position, but we will try to do it in a safe way, trying to also have a good result as a team.
Let's head down to the pit lane and say good morning to Jess as well. Hi Jess, how are you doing? And thank you again for being on backup as my voice finally succumbs almost to the week-long torture it's been put under with IndyCar.
I've just recovered from IndyCar for what happened with VK last night. Incredible, but I really do hope we don't get the same chaos as we saw in F3 yesterday. We didn't even know what happened in the final lap of the race, but we saw Ollie Goethe take the win eventually in the end. His penalty got rescinded, so good for him, but I hope we don't get those sort of restarts towards the end of the race again, please.
What's the lap count? Anyone, did we find out? I forgot.
No clue.
I think it's 20, JT said. So I'm going to put 20 on the board and we'll see if that changes.
I was meant to look at the Formula 2 Twitter, but I never did.
Never tells us anyway. With Formula 3.
Sunday the 19th of May. Oh, no, that's F2.
Yeah.
My bad.
We'll find out in a second.
I know what F2 is now.
Well, that comes around later.
I think it's around 22. Something like that.
There's something on that list, isn't it?
22, yeah, you're right, Richie.
Woo.
Nathan.
Brilliant.
I need to stop calling you Richie.
You can see, but everyone knows me as Richie on this channel, don't they? So.
Yeah.
I know,
It's the
but...
nickname of how it starts. Yeah. It's the
Anyway,
nickname.
I'll shut up.
So we got JT, JB and everything as well. Let's see what we're going to have then. Right, let's see how good my voice can get. I apologise, everybody watching, if this is going to be a bit croaky at times, but I will give it my all as Alexander Dune and Tanasipol Interpovazak round up at the back of the grid. All eyes then. Let's have a silent start with the lights on, shall we? They'll activate with the green flag. Lights out, race on, good start from Ramos. Fornaroli is going to cut across as well. Metakafu goes to the right as we head down towards the first hairpin chicane coming in. Are we going to see anything coming back from Arvid Lindblad? No. Bogdanovic is there further back as well, having a battle lock-up from Fornaroli. Ramos into turn 1. He's leading the race. And again, Bogdanovic having trouble further back as well. He can't get through. Go on at the back of Lindblad. Mini's come back on the inside line, coming into the chicane. He goes defensive as well from Lawrence Van Hope and Ollie Goethe coming through a couple of positions as well. Meantime, further back, Sophia Flesch made up 2 places on her start as we come in towards Toza for the first time, and Mini's under pressure on the inside line as well from Christian Mansell as they head out towards the Piratella for the first time. And I think as well, Richie, they've all made it through cleanly, which is unlike yesterday.
They have a very good start as well. Obviously, it was Fornaroli with a lock up into turn 1. Did that as well multiple times yesterday. As we can see, the two Red Bull Juniors look to battle. That will be Lindblad and Goethe as they head down in towards Aqua Minerale. I've got to say, very, very clean start from the whole grid there. Number 20, that will be Noel Leon there, looking to make a bit of a battle with Tim Travnitz. Those two battling for the victory last time out in the sprint race. But, well, Trident's still sitting 1, 2, 3, but the primers have seemed to broke up a bit as Mini has dropped down to P12, so I'm not sure what's happened to him, Josh.
I think Solov and Esterson with Montoya as well. We're shielded in a battle, Omi, as we complete the first lap. Ramos, though, Vamos for him on the start. He leads the race, but chased by Fornaroli and Benikafu.
Fornaroli still in the wheel tracks, and Arvid Lindblad having to look in his mirrors because Goethe has been chasing him all the way. But will Leonardo Fornaroli have a run down to the Tamburello chicane? He's getting closer and closer, and he's going to go for it. Maybe no, he's going to back out of that one. He's not going to commit this early in the race and risk contact, but Goethe is going to get past his fellow Red Bull Junior. He's up to P4.
So that's a surprise to see for Goethe making a move so fast on. Lap 1 complete out of the 22. On board with Leonardo Fornaroli as we head towards Toza. Little look on the inside line. No, Ramos keeps it quite calm. They will be telling him on the radio, don't you dare touch your teammate. The top 3 Tridents, 1, 2, 3 as well in their home event as they come up the hill into Piratella. And I think we're going to see a replay of the start shortly, but all 30 still running as actually Alexander Dune up to 27th place. Well done for him after starting at the back. Wisnicki's dropped back, and Tanasapol into Provozak is in 30th position. Oh, right,
yeah, very good start, especially from
oh, and there goes my laptop.
Just over 1.5 seconds between the two Trident teammates. And, of course, go through 4th, looking to put on a charge. He could be one to try and fight for a victory today if he can keep up that pace. And further back as well, Bogdanovic hasn't really done much on the start. He kind of kept his position, didn't really get into much of a battle. Now sits in 6th, looking to see what he can do, of course, with Luke Browning, who definitely, Josh, he wants to kind of, what's the word, recuperate after what he did last time out when he went locked up in towards turn 7 at Tosa.
So they want and will have the opportunity to have an attack, and here comes Fornaroli around the outside of Ramos in towards the first hairpin at Tamburello, and he's got through, and Goethe passes Benikafu as well, so Goethe's up into 3rd position, and Fornaroli takes the lead, Omi.
Yep, great stuff by Leonardo Fornaroli, able to get past Ramos, and he has to do that because Goethe looking very good all the way throughout this weekend, and he's going to be arriving on the scene. Browning ahead there of Dino Bogdanovic and Luke Browning, trying to also go on the attack as we head towards Toza, where his race came undone yesterday.
Into the braking zone for Toza. A little bit of a move as we see the 25 of Nicholas Solov trying to go around the outside of Max Esterson. Hasn't worked. Sophia Flush up into 19th place now as well. Great starts from her as we're going to see her improving throughout this race as well. This is where she goes better. Never does well at the Australia rounds as well, but does do well once we hit the Central European season. The tracks that she's raced on all her life. Okay, through. Yeah, go on.
All of them mounting the curb there. Ramos trying to use a bit more extra curve, trying to get close, but the gap is 0.6 of a second, and Ollie Goethe is going to be trying to put some pressure on as well. So the Trident 1, 2, 3 has already been ruined. Megatunif down to P4, and Lindblad could try an attack, but keep an eye on Luke Browning on this straight. He seems very close and could also try and maybe pull a move down towards the Tamburello. Once again, the DRS strong here for Formula 3, and Leonardo Fornaroli has got the lead by 0.6 of a second. Let's see if Luke Browning can try and get past Arvid Lindblad.
He's going to go to the outside line, coming in towards Tamburello. The camera picks it up a bit too late as well. Lindblad's going to go wide, and that was nearly off the track. Browning nearly put it straight through the gravel trap as well. He just about kept that. Voice cannot go that high at the moment, everyone. As we see, that's side by side and going through. And Villeneuve.
Bogdanovic.
Yeah, great move from Bogdanovic.
So Bogdanovic able to get through. Yellow flags are out in the first sector.
That'd be Solov.
Nicholas Solov, something's happened to him there. So that's not what he wanted. We'll have to catch a replay of that one. Fast lap for Goethe though. But Bogdanovic able to get past Browning.
Yeah, I've got to say, the key thing there is Goethe's got back within a second of the top 2. That gap was over 1.5 seconds, 2 laps to go. So brilliant pace here from the Red Bull Junior in Campos, looking to try and get his way a little bit try to get himself a little bit further than third place in this race, just 4 tenths behind the back of Ramos. And then we can see further down as well, Bogdanovic now in P6. He's looking to close in on Lindblad and get a move done, as well as obviously Browning drops down a position due to that, well, closer contact. Then at turn number 2, the Tamburello chicane, it's a very popular place to make moves, but it's very, very difficult to make the moves work, isn't it, Josh?
Very much so as well, because it's a tight circuit, this place, as you mentioned. We've seen it even in esports, which the drivers love racing it, but they don't like driving it because you can't get side by side enough. But there's a lovely long straight from Ravazza all the way down to Tamburello, where it sort of weaves in. You get the DRS, and that's what we're seeing now as well for Goethe, trying to go around the outside at Tamburello.
Wow.
And gets ahead of Santiago Ramos with an absolutely fantastic move, as I think I found the right pitch for my voice for this race.
Goethe on an absolute charge. Next up is the race lead. Fornaroli as Dunn has got past Joseph Loke there as well. So great stuff by Alex Dunn, of course, part of the McLaren Academy. And Martinez Central also joined that earlier on in the week, as we take a look at the race start.
Bad start for Mini. That's why he dropped back at the start as well, getting swamped by absolutely everyone. The Trident's a line astern in towards Tamburello. Ramos locks up Richard, and it all sort of wraps up further back with 3 wide.
Yeah, it did. It was a very clean start, though. It's nice to see everyone make it through. Of course, with Mini as well, having a poor start, you think someone will get caught up somewhere, but you can see there, look at that, 2-3 wide as they head through towards the Villeneuve chicane. People moving left, right, not sure where to go. This is on board here with Mini. He gets on and, oh, it looks like he half stalls the car on the line and can't really get off very well and loses at least 3 or 4 positions there on the straight. And also, I think he lost a couple as they headed through down towards the Villeneuve chicane as well. That's the one touching a bit of the grass as they head as well down towards turn 2. And of course, there's a bit of a lock-up from the top 2, closes everyone in as they head down towards that first chicane.
Yep, and this was the move, of course, earlier on coming in as Goethe improved a few places and Fornaroli was able to get past Santiago Ramos. But here live right now, Ollie
What's
Goethe
happened? Stop,
is
stop,
into
stop,
the
slow,
lead.
slow, slow. That's Fornaroli slowing. Fornaroli is slowing, coming into Tamburello. He lost 4 places. What's happening? Has he got the car going again? Yes. Now Bogdanovic didn't come through, but that was a, as we see, into Pomazak push start noted. I mean, that was a formation lap, I'm not too sure. But what happened there to Fornaroli? Lost 4 places.
Yeah, weird one indeed. I thought for a second he might have an engine issue, but no, his car's fine. He's continuing on now behind the back of Lindblad, looking to get himself back up into P4 after starting second in this race. I'm sure that the Tridents, all their expectations are to at least be on the podium and not to just about miss it by a couple of positions as well. We can see Bogdanovic looking to close in as well on the rear Fornaroli. This is what happened to him as he heads down towards turn 1. What happened? The go on board, we can hear the car. Let's see, someone closing in behind him.
That's Goethe. Oh!
Bit of smoke.
Hit a bump, smoke came out.
Ah.
Is that the gearbox just sort of like, didn't give him any drive, and then it came back?
Weird one, isn't it, that?
And that's put Goethe into the lead of the race.
Yeah, and he's also trying to do the double, isn't he? Winner yesterday, trying to be the race winner today, and he's trying to extend his margin 0.8 of a second. So he's going to try and pull away. Fastest lap of the race belongs to him as well. Then as Callum Woisen has got past Matthias Zagazzetta in further back down in the field. Ramos still with DRS. Mega Tunif has lost touch with the top 2, so it seems like we're going to have a battle for the lead and a battle for third.
Yeah, and there's a side-by-side further back. Is that no Leon? As well as Callum Voisin and Zagazzetta back on. Yeah, Tramanizzi drops down to 11th. Leon and Mini go through as well. Steinshaw gets ahead of Bedrin coming into it as well. So there were a couple of position changes as they come in towards Toza. Goetze leads by half a second to Ramos. And then they got another second to where Metakafu then Lindblad is. So Alvin Lindblad actually doing amazingly well. If you remember back in qualifying, he was last in qualifying. And then shots up the order with a 1 lap time with about, what, 2 minutes to go?
Yeah, brilliant lap time indeed. And, you know, he's one of those young drivers who, this is the replay, as they head down to turn 2. That was Noel Leon, wasn't it, in Kramnitz. Oh, onto the curb there and then being pushed off the circuit was I believe Team Tramley stops down a couple of positions there. But as I was saying earlier on, obviously, you know, Arvid Lindblad is one of those drivers who can pull something out when he needs to. And that, of course, is on board with Gabriel Miniz that went through in towards turn number 6 at the Villeneuve chicane. This is looking at, I believe, this will be Fornaroli, won't it, on the back of Lindblad.
Yep. Indeed. So this is the battle right now, taking place for P4, Lindblad in 4th, Fornaroli in 5th, Beganovic in 6th, Ramos.
So don't blow the tyres.
Pretty much.
Fornaroli trying to get back through on Lindblad. Hasn't worked out coming into Tamburello. So we'll just keep it calm as we head down towards Villeneuve.
Yeah, he's trying to do something, but just can't get anything done, can he? You can see, you know, he pulls just behind the rear axle of Lindblad, but he can't ever, you know, he can't really send it around the outside when there's no room to. So that's the issue he's got. Is that into the gravel?
Ooh.
Not sure who that is.
One of the Van Amersfoort's there.
And
Off into the gravel trap. What is happening?
It's Tommy Smith.
Will be Tommy Smith, yeah, and the car's stopped, so not sure if that's due to him going into the gravel, or maybe he had an issue already and then he went into the gravel because of that. That's a weird one.
Oh, he's got it going. He's restarted it. Okay. Hey, good boy. No safety car.
Way. I think we had about 3 before we last time.
Right about 3, yeah. Oh, he lost it on his own. Oh, my word. Ooh. So lucky not to take out.
Wow.
I think that was
Joseph Luke, yeah.
Ooh, that was, well, definitely a scary one for both of those drivers there. As we go back on board with Fornaroli and Lindblad looking to battle it out for P4 as they head their way down to turn 1, and this time Fornaroli very close to the rear of Lindblad as they head down towards turn 2, should easily get the move done.
Always. Put it right towards the pit wall, though. Fornaroli's going to go through and get ahead of Lindblad. Lindblad will try and hold the inside line, coming in towards Tamburello. Meantime, further back, Beganovic has been passed by Luke Browning around the outside. Lindblad holds on. Fornaroli's not going to give up, though. Coming in down towards the Villeneuve chicane. He'll look to the inside line. Will he be able to find a way through? No. Lifts off. Jumps over the curb. Toza has an opportunity, but he's gone a bit too wide with oversteer coming into that part of the track.
Wow, brilliant racing in this one, of course. Ramos still trying to stay inside the 1 second. Bedrin is dropping down the order. We don't have yellows yet, but it seems like he's dropped down the order. 3.4 seconds. So it seems like, yeah, he's lost a lot of time there, isn't Nikita Bedrin?
He's down.
And he's continuing to drop.
It's not telling us why. Oh, there he is. He's gone through the gravel. Oh, he's got a puncture. Yep, I have a puncture. Yeah, you can tell. Not because the front tyre is running around. The front 2 tyres are fine, but I bet it's rear right that's got the puncture. Let's have a look. Yes, it is. Rear right. Yeah, it rocks on the opposite side wherever you have a puncture. So, and he was so close to the pit lane, he's got to do a full lap on a flat tyre. Oh, and there's contact there. Oh, and who's that gone through the gravel trap?
That's Boyo, is it?
Yeah.
Can't tell.
Oh, there's 2
and that's
punctures.
Bedrin there, isn't it?
Okay.
So that must not have been Bedrin earlier on then. That must have been, was it Lawrence Van Hopen maybe went wide behind me?
Yeah, because that's how he got the punch, because he clipped the back of Esterson. As now we see Fornaroli get ahead of Arvin Lindblad into Tamburello. Can Browning find a way into it? No. Dust at Tamburello. And the gravel trap's got more lines to it than the cat when he's gone to the toilet. Look at that, it's all gone through.
I've got to say that Tamburello chicane, it is a mean chicane, isn't it? It's, you know, it's one of those, it's lovely when you can get it hooked up, but it's horrible to try and get hooked up, and you go a little bit wide and you're in the grass, exactly like what we saw with, I think it was Fernando Alonso in qualifying in the Formula 1. You go an inch wide and that is your lap ruined, and luckily kept it out of the wall. And that is this thing that these F3 and F2 drivers don't, you know, some of them are a bit inexperienced in the fact that sometimes they don't know how to collect the car properly, and that chicane, same as up here then up at Piratella and Acqua Minerale, you lose a car, it's very difficult to catch it back again, and that's why they've introduced all this gravel, so you don't put, you don't plummet into the wall at 130 miles an hour.
Bedrin's into the pit lane, so he's found his time. Oh, and everyone's jumping the curb of Anti Alto.
Yep. We'll be seeing a lot of that in the Porsche Mobile One Super Cup later, of course, as well.
You're
All of
taking-
them absolutely jumping over it.
You're taking the majority of those names, mate.
As Lindblad now still trying to now keep Browning behind, so Lindblad losing the gap to Fornaroli, and now Luke Browning surely is going to put the move on him down towards the Tamburello chicane. It might even be before the Tamburello chicane because he's going to get a mighty toe, and you can see with DRS he's already gaining, and he'll pull to the outside line, and with DRS he surely should be able to get through, and he is able to get through to P5.
Move further back as well, into the braking zone as Mini passes Van Hopen, coming through Tamburello. Montoya passes Verds, Boyer passes Steinshaw, Steinshaw passes Mansell. So that's Casper Sutra, who's passed Wozin. Every time I say Casper Sutra, it just sounds weird to me as well. It's like it's ringing a bell in my brain and it won't tell me what it is.
Mini down towards turn 2 to the outside. That will be Lawrence Van Hopen to the left-hand side of it. And it was a decent move indeed.
I didn't look at the com count. Jess is laughing like crazy. I don't know why.
Oh, God.
Ooh, look what's happened here. Ramos has lost a lot of time.
Yeah.
Ramos has lost a lot of time, hasn't he? Look at that.
All day again. Oh, God.
The question is if he's got an issue here. Noel Leon has a penalty. Will be for him 10 seconds.
He's already seen plenty of those this weekend.
Yes. But yeah, I'm keen to know what happened to Ramos there, because he's now 2.5 seconds back from Girth, and he's got a very quick Summer Megatunic behind him, looking to get a move up into P2.
He is indeed. Don't know what Josh is up to. They're in the comp box right now. But Sammy Megatunif could be about to take second position in the race. Ramos has got it for the moment, but the two Tridents about to go wheel to wheel. Megatunif goes to the outside into the Tamburello chicane, and there's nothing Ramos can do other than go to the wheel track because Megatunif is through.
Beganovic getting passed by Lindblad, and he can't do anything. Coming to Tamburello, but he's got a good run up towards Villeneuve. Dives to the inside line, late on the brake. No, can't do a thing. Come on.
He went for it, Scotland, then backed off as they head down towards Tosa now. What can Beganovic do to the outside at Tosa? Looks to try and maybe get a switchback on the exit if he can. A decent exit there from Beganovic, and Lindblad looking to cover it off to the inside as they head down towards turn number 9 at the top of the hill at Piratella. To the inside goes Beganovic. Can he get the move complete? To the inside he can, and I don't think Arvid there fought it too hard to in towards that corner.
Fantastic manoeuvre from Beganovic. I promise you I'm more excitable than what I sound, but that was fantastic. Side by side at Piratella, you never see a move like that. That was absolutely unbelievable.
Get
As
some
well.
Suvas, Josh.
I have some.
I like the blackcurrant ones. They're the best ones, Josh.
They are the blackcurrant ones, look.
Perfect. Let's have a look.
They are.
Blackcurrants are my favourite flavour in terms of drinks anyway, so you picked the right one.
I really like
And
it.
Halls are also the best, so you picked the best choice there, Josh.
Exactly.
Well done, Josh.
You should get some Pirathon. That's perfect for a sore throat.
I also have a nice hot cup of tea to try and lubricate it. But
You know the weekend when I was doing Monaco, I had a sore throat there too, and it was horrible.
you did, I remember, yeah. How you got through that race, I don't know.
I have no clue.
Mini.
And I was... Anyway, carry on.
Mini around the outside of teammate Lindblad. And Lindblad's not going to give it. They're going to make contact. Oh, Mini gets through.
Travanitz past Leon. Stuka also past Mansell. Sophia Flörsch moving up as well. Montoya past Mansell. Sophia Flörsch past Charlie Wurz. But yeah, Lindblad, it's not unfortunately been the best race for him dropping down the order. So not having some of the pace that he showed earlier on. Hopefully we'll get to see it in the next few races. We're on board with Fornaroli, and now he's going to try and challenge Ramos. Megatunif's already got through earlier on, and now Fornaroli. It's Fornaroli's turn to try and do so as well. Montoya and Stuka are not separated by anything, but Montoya stays ahead, and Mansell's now also going to try and attack Stuka in the battle for P15.
Bit of a dip in the gravel then for Ramos as they went through and towards Piratella, and definitely going further backwards than he is forwards at this point, as he was in second earlier on. Now looking to be on pressure for being knocked down to P4 as well, with Luke Browning in fifth, looking to also close in here on this little battle. And already after I think 1.5-2 laps, Ramos has lost nearly 2.5 seconds to Megatunif as he looks to try and pressure on to the rear of Ollie Goethe, who's doing a brilliant job out in front. No one's stopping him at the moment in this race, apart from a safety car or a crash, as we can see there. I believe that's Jack doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
On pit wall.
As they head down towards Tamburello, Fornaroli goes to the inside line to get ahead. Santiago Ramos is also going to allow Luke Browning to have a little look. He's in the DRS train, but can't get through on the inside line. Goethe honestly doing amazing right now to do the double here at Imola. And that's
essential.
Yeah. Head of Traminizzi.
Yeah. And Stuka and Mansell and Flash all battling. And Wurz gets past his teammate Zagazeta, so some brilliant racing behind. Goethe would improve to second in the championship. The three-way tie will not be a tie at all anymore. It will be Fornaroli with a good advantage as it stands right now in the title race to his former rivals. Now it will be Goethe though. Coming up as Browning has a little look, and he's not going to get past into Piratella, but he's really, really applying the pressure for P4 right now. Luke Browning wants to try and get through because he also wants to try and go and chase Fornaroli as well to try and get a place on the podium.
Good exit out of Aqua Minerale up to Variante Alta. Is Browning going to have a little look at the inside line coming into Ravazzas? That's what I'm thinking. Look at that. He gets a good exit. Oh, he's got a beautiful exit as well. And wide off the track went Ramos. Look at this from Browning. Go for it. On the inside line. Oh, he's thinking about it. Oh, I would have done it. He's got a good chance to get through there.
Is Ramos trying to hold Browning up a little bit because obviously Fornaroli being in third, they don't want Browning, obviously, you know, the Tron team don't want Browning ahead of Fornaroli as they head down to turn 2.
He'll have the move if he can do it. Side by side, Browning's going to get through these with the DRS. Well done, Browning. That was a move that was not just done with DRS, that was done with some superior skill of acceleration coming through the back of the track. Look at Sophia Flörsch, going to get ahead of Mansell. So Sophia's going to move up as Boya, Traminizzi, Montoya battling, and Sophia Flörsch passes Mansell for 16th. Yep,
Zagazeta also passed Charlie Wurz as well. I think the battles behind are very interesting, so I think we also need to keep an eye on them while we start to get a few gaps at the front. And the camera is waiting, hopefully for some of these battles as they all make their way through as well, as we've got some brilliant fighting throughout the field, and Sophia Flörsch included in a lot of it.
Oh, that's late!
Oh!
There's Alexander Dune making a move on Zagazeta.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's worked, hasn't it? No.
No.
Not quite. That was a big send there in towards Tosa from Alexander Dunn, who's gone from 30th to 20th. So a brilliant job so far from him, as we can see there. Car number 21 will be Sophia Flörsch, looking to try and get ahead of Stuka as they head down towards the Variante Alta, looking to get herself up into P15. Good start from Sophia so far, but still many laps to go, as this is Ramos and Veganovic now looking to fight for P5 and P6, and Ramos definitely must have made a mistake somewhere, and that's cost him a lot of time, and it's just making him go further and further back, obviously after he lost all that time to Ollie Goethe earlier on.
And Veganovic sails through even before we get to Tamburello for 5th position. Ramos down to 6th. Zagazeta and Wirtz, the two teammates of Genza, battling together as well. Steinshort passes Van Hopen as well for 9th position. We're on board with Charlie Wirtz, who's got Dune going on the inside. Sophia Flörsch has passed Steinshort further up ahead as well. Alexander Dune gets through on Charlie Wirtz for 19th position as well. Sophia's up to 15th place.
Ooh. Charlie Wurz really had to get out of the throttle, and that's going to also now give an opportunity to the high-tech to the inside, and that will be a move complete for the driver there as we still make their way through.
Clan Shields moves up to 20th position. As we see out there on the circuit, there's Joshua Dufek as well, moving up ahead of Wisnicki and can't get ahead of Solov. Wow, this race is interesting.
It is, isn't it?
I've got the Roland shirt on, but I haven't got the flag up yet. Need help with that.
This race is surprisingly clean.
Yeah, for an F3 at Imola.
Don't jinx it, Jess.
You don't jinx it. Next thing you know, we're constantly getting virtual safety cars and safety cars.
I was going to say red flag, whatever works.
Oh, God.
This
Look
will
at the
be
top two.
Megatuni looking to battle for the lead as they head down towards turn 2. This is for the lead of the
Oh.
race, and Goethe has to defend a little bit to the inside. And now Sammy Megatuni is looking to make moves. This is Gabriele Mini on the back of Ramos to the outside at the Tamburello. Has to back himself,
he's
but
got
will
one.
easily look for it down towards Villeneuve.
Mini's going to have a go here because Ramos went wide. Now he's lifting and coasting. Can Mini find a way through? No, that's excellent defending from Ramos, but Mini went nearly upside down.
He just parked it in the middle because he knows that Mini made a move yesterday into that corner, into the Villeneuve chicane all the way around the outside. It was a sensational move. He doesn't want a repeat of that, but Mini's got better traction. Is he going to now try do a move that his teammate pulled up towards Piratella? He's gaining, but he's going to have to wait in the wheel tracks. But Sammy Megatuniv doing very well, trying to spoil the Oli Goethe show.
Goethe and Medicalf, come on, what are we going to see? 5 tenths between them. Well, they're coming into Sector 3 now. Montoya up to 11th.
Yeah, and Van Hopen down to P12 out the points here for Lawrence Van Hopen. We can see here some more battling as they head their way down towards the next couple of corners. This is Megatuni looking to battle for the lead ahead of Oli Goethe, this time very close to the rear of the Red Bull Junior. The gap just under 5 tenths of a second as they head out to the final corner down towards turn number 2 at the Tamburello chicane. Now we'll see, can Megatuni take the lead away from Oliver Goethe?
Steinshaw and Bedrin under investigation, forcing the driver off the track. Here comes the lead change of the race, though, as Medicalf goes round the outside, coming into Tamburello, sweeps across before the braking zone and takes the lead away from Oli Goethe. Now what have we got left? Just Mini round the outside of Ramos for 6th position, and he too gets the move done into Tamburello.
Great stuff by Mini there. He's able to get through into Tamburello, but now can Oli Goethe try and stay close? Can he try and maintain that gap and try come back on the next lap down towards Tamburello? As Esterson has got past Charlie Wurz, Viskini's also past Solov, and the battle continues between Wurz and Esterson, with Wurz momentarily ahead as well. But Megatuniv trying to get the gap now to 7 tenths of a second. He's going to try and get it outside the 1 second, so maybe did Goethe push his tyres a little bit too hard.
Yeah, because Fornaroli closing him in. Hand over fist. There's Medicalf on you. Megatuniv? Medicalf? What's the correct pronunciation?
I think Megatuniv.
Megatuni.
We'll go Megatuniv then. Because I've heard, it's like Dorian Pin and Dorian Pan. We've heard like 3 different versions of it. Steinshaw, though, gets a 10-second time penalty.
It's a harsh one indeed. Steinshaw is currently in 9th position, so he would be in the points. So a big shame there for Martini Steinshaw. He's had a bit of a rough weekend so far. And we can see now Goethe has lost the DRS, and Fornaroli has gained it as they head their way down to turn 2. We'll see here, can Fornaroli take 2nd away from Oli Goethe to make it a 1-2 for Trident? Unfortunately, Ramos won't join that party. He's down in P7, so definitely, Josh, as you made the point earlier, it won't be Vamos for Ramos.
He had the opportunity at the start, but I just want to pick up on Sophia Fleur. She's pulled 2.7 seconds to Steinshaw, and who says that she can't race? She's pulled that gap, she's closed up, and he's now pulled what was 3.2 seconds to Leon, now down to 7 tenths of a second. What a drive from Sophia Fleur here, as they come into it as well. As we're back now with TV pictures, yeah. My laptop keeps flicking in and out with internet.
Oh, we're back. There we are.
Yeah, there you go.
For a second, I thought, oh no, not again, Josh.
Yeah, it's just it's early morning. Everything's waking up. It's not used to being on this early.
Yeah, back to the European stuff for the F3, F2 and all of that. So he'll hopefully get used to it. We go to Monaco next time out, and then we have a bit of a break, don't we? Until we go racing in Spain, around a month break after Monaco, and then we're back, and then we have a long run for F2, F3 continuously, luckily.
Thanks for that.
Oh, I love the comms cam now.
I must admit though,
Anyway,
the production meeting for Monaco that I think is on Tuesday, it's going to take about, what, an hour, 2 hours to work out everything? Because it is so busy. It is back. Oh, hang on, my laptop's gone again.
Out there towards turn 2. Once the TV pictures come back for me, because I disappeared once again.
Yeah. Someone hit it with a hammer. Fornaroli!
Move.
He's that would have been super brave.
It was quite
but
scary
there's
because
not
I
enough room.
cut back. Like
Yeah.
my TV pictures came back as he was heading into the braking zone. It was quite a scary moment.
Like,
Yeah.
sweeping in and then it's going to go upside down, yeah.
Well,
Usually you don't
No,
notice
Bertha.
usually you don't notice the drops, but it's because it's not connected to Wi-Fi, just Ethernet. So when
Yeah.
Ethernet cuts out for
Yeah.
a second, usually the Wi-Fi picks it up, but it's not doing that. But
Yeah, we
you-
need to do it after Jess's race, by the way, Josh.
What?
Production meeting Tuesday
Yeah.
after Jess's race.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Boya are also with Peter looking to close in on the rear essential. We've got Lindblad in the DRS of Ramos now, and obviously still the battle for second between Goethe and Fornaroli. And of course, you do start to think there maybe Goethe went a little bit too hard on the tyres at the start of the race, because now he's coming under some real pressure here from Leonardo Fornaroli. And of course, only 2 laps to go, so doesn't have to worry too much about Luke Brandon as they head their way down to the 2 Ravazzas. Obviously Ravazza 1 and then Ravazza number 2. And we'll see here probably a move being made by Fornaroli. He's just within half a second as they exit out to the final corner.
Yeah, we could maybe see a last lap attack from Browning, possibly if he really wants to gain, because he is gaining a little bit there as well. But let's see if Leonardo Fornaroli might be a bit too far back. He'll need to be late on the brakes if he wants to take this one.
Trying. No, lifts off. Good exit through Villeneuve. Toes as an opportunity, gets a bit of a wiggle on. 2. Lindblad's, no, Boyer's past Stanshaw.
Yeah, very nice move. And also, you can see there Boya within 1.2 seconds of Lindblad, who's looking to get past Ramos here. So we could see a brilliant battle for 7th down between Ramos, Lindblad, Boya and Stenshaw. As we can still see here, Luke Browning bring that gap down to 1.3 seconds now as they head their way up in towards Piratella up the hill. And we could still see some brilliant battling here, Josh, on the final lap of the race for many positions within that top 10.
Even further down, because Lyon's just passed Van Hopen. Now Sophia Flörsch is in that battle, so she might get 13th if she can have a go here. She's closing 0.2 of a second to Van Hopen. Yeah, come on, Sophia. As we see, Fornaroli on the back of Goethe as they come out of Aqua. But Ryan Alta down to Ravazza. Nose won't stop running now as well, so that's great.
Browning's going to try his hardest now because the gap's 1.1 seconds as they head down in towards Ravazza 1 and 2. Just under a second, then let's see if he did get the DRS as they head their way out of the final corner to begin lap 21 of 20. Oh, no, sorry, the final lap. 22 of 22 as Megatuni still leads away by 2.5 seconds to Goethe, who's under pressure from Fornaroli, and maybe Luke Browning, depending what happens on this lap. Can Fornaroli find a move in towards turn 2? No, he can't. Never close enough, but always very close there, Josh.
Tamburello isn't really the opportunity for an overtake. They've been surprising us today with it because you can't get in that braking zone. When your tyres are this dead, you can't get the traction. So you've got to think about it smart and go for it at a place like Ravazza, where you can just slip through on the inside line with an easy pass.
Boya as well, as he tries to get past Ramos, and they're all battling with Lindblad
Sophia.
as well. Stenton is in there, so that'll be an exciting battle coming up.
Sophia's passed Van Hopen. Sophia Flörsch is going to finish 14th in this race. After getting caught out yesterday on the virtual safety car restart when she was 14th and dropped down to 20th because everyone was bunched up in the midfield, today she's going to finish in 14th place. Great result from her. But can Fornaroli get the traction on Goethe? Up towards Variante Alta. We see Megan Tunif doing the overtake. Fornaroli's jumping everywhere to try and get through, and he lost traction. Down to Ravazza. We ride with Fornaroli. He's going to think about it. No, I think he's run out of opportunities unless he gets a really good exit. Winner in Australia, winner here in Imola. Sami Megatuniv wins the feature here in Formula 3 with a superb drive. Goethe holds on for second, Fornaroli's third, Browning 3/10 back in fourth, Beganovic fifth, Mini sixth, Lindblad in seventh, a 5-6-7 for Prema. Ramos is 8th, Boya 9th, Steinshaw the last point in 10th. 11th for Tim Timonazzi. Sophia Flash finishes in 12th position. She gets ahead of Van Hopen and Steinshaw, who has a penalty and drops him outside the top 10, according to my timing screen. So Sophia Flash will actually finish P12 in this race result, if I'm not very much mistaken.
Penalty potential, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah.
That dropped him back one.
So Sophia Flash is 12th in the
Why
race
is the
results.
timing's not updating though on the world feed?
The world feed's always late. Yeah, Leon drops down to P19 there.
Thank you. Yes!
Winner in Australia, winner here. Well done, Sammy.
But the question is, what happened to Ramos in that race? Because he just wasn't in tune, was he, like the other like his two teammates, Fornaroli and Megatunic, and obviously Oli Goethe there. A shame not to get the victory after trying so hard.
Vamos, this is a P2 fastest lap of the race. Woo! Well done, the car was mega.
Well, what time is the F2?
Yeah. 9:40 told me.
That's not that late.
8:40.
It's...
Yeah, 8:40, sorry, 8:40. So, 30
Half an
minutes-ish.
Well, forgive me if I want to save my voice. I'll hand over to the world feed until the podium ceremonies.
To that one, but it was a heroic recovery, some great moves. I mean, he dropped back down sort of to the middle of the top 10, didn't he? And then fought his way back through again. Outstanding from Fornaroli.
Yeah, P7 to P2 for Oli Goethe, and Fornaroli has his moment with the fans. They would have all been...
So we've also got Bedrin and Callum Vosin under investigation for causing a collision. So the stewards are going to take a look at that one as well. Back to the world feed.
But he did a driver who's charging after a championship there.
Thank you guys. You're amazing. Thank you. Grazie Rocco. Grazie Gemma. Grazie Giacomo. Yes!
The win in the maiden season is such a special thing for Megatunic. And he's going to be a very, very happy young man when he jumps out of that Trident. Fabulous performance, really earned it as well. Made the moves out on track, had the pace, had teammates in fast cars all around him on the grid, and some hungry Premers following behind. Had to deal with a charging Oli Goethe, who's been on form all weekend. Megatunic had the pace, had the racecraft, and delivered the result, and now he's going to take the accolades of the team.
Well, he's had just 2 wins in his single-seater career so far, so this one will mean a huge, huge amount to him. Sami Megatunic climbs out of his car. He can now call himself a race winner in FIA Formula 3, and I think it's just starting to sink in for the young Frenchman. He climbs over to the Trident team. And what a performance that was from him. Once he got out front, no one was going to catch Sami Megatunic, and no one was going to take that race win away from him. I think that, Alex, was a real breakthrough performance from Sami Megatunic.
Yeah, definitely. And the upturn in form coming with it. Such emotion, friends, family, team, photographers down there. And the rest of that Campos team who know what a great weekend Oli Goethe has had. He's had some disappointing moments this weekend, some ups and downs. It's been a roller coaster with the various penalties rescinded, performances on track for Oliver Goethe. But it has been a great weekend for him. Megatunic, so emotional. You can see what it means to these young drivers. We always watch these end-of-race celebrations, and in some way, as the viewer, you're always on the winner's journey, but you forget how many weekends you finish 18th and just never see any of this and get lost in not being a part of these celebrations. It's such a big moment for these young drivers when they get the opportunity to stand on the top.
Megatunic came across the line and was crowned a winner in Formula 3 for the very first time. And if he continues to put performances like that, well, I think there's going to be many more podiums for him and many more wins for him at this level. And there was many people watching on for that. He would have impressed a lot of people today and made a lot of people proud. And you could see the emotion it meant to him, Alex.
Yeah, very big. These young drivers coming into the Formula One circus for the first year, and the opportunity to race and then win on a Grand Prix Sunday, something very, very special for them. Let's have a listen to what they think about it.
Alors, je suis content de partager avec toi. T'es arrivé. Par où t'es passé au départ? Comment tu t'es retrouvé devant?
J'ai commencé 7ème et
Au start ou un par un? Au start.
j'ai fait 2 au start, Beganovic et Billy, et puis Dubdat et 3
Un par un. Au début.
Look at that.
What
The car switched off.
No.
I took a bump on the straight. There's no way you're going to win a race, man.
Oh, pure devastation for Leo Fornaroli there. He's the championship leader, as you saw, ahead of Browning, Deganovic, Mini, Goethe. Megatunic fires up to 6th in the standings, but he's absolutely devastated not to be able to take that win.
So took a bump on the straight, and then the car switched itself off momentarily. So that'll be an electronic short, just 2 wires touched together or something similar. When you take that bump, devastation for Fornaroli. It's yeah, could easily be one of several things, but in any case, devastation for him. But a great performance, finds himself at the lead of the championship, which will be a great feeling for him when he looks at the standings.
Well, here he comes, Leo Fornaroli, 6 podiums for him in Formula 3. Now, this is his 3rd trip to the podium this season. Oli Goethe, 2 trips to the podium for him this weekend, almost a perfect weekend, and that fires him up to 5th place in the championship. He now just 11 points behind championship leader Leo Fornaroli, and Megatunic up to 6th place in the championship with his very first podium, his first win in Formula 3 for Italian team Trident. For the young Frenchman, this is going to be a day he remembers for a very, very long time. Congratulations, you could hear the emotion over team radio. Very, very special day for him. Well done to the Trident team as well, a win on home soil for them. What a weekend as well. They locked out the top 3 positions for the first time in this championship since 2019, and 2 cars on the podium. And Oli Goethe, the almost perfect weekend for him, and he puts himself into contention for the championship now, straight away with that. And Leo Fornaroli, well, he's the man they all have to chase, championship leader. A bit of an unfortunate weekend, a bit of an unfortunate race, shall I say, with the engine cutting out, but nevertheless, he once again gets himself onto the podium and continues that consistency. Great performances up and down at the field, Alex, wasn't it? We had some, at the front we had some great battles, but up and down the field we had some great performances.
It really was an amazing race. Let's get the thought there from the team up here in the commentary box as well. Let's start with Jess in the pit lane. Jess, what did you make of the F3 race here?
Surprisingly uneventful apart from a few punches, but that's probably needed for F2. Good job for our race winner, his first race win of the season. Signs of many more things to come.
Amy?
Yep, absolutely. Great stuff by Sami Megatunic, and hopefully we have more signs of that in the next few races. And we've had a brilliant Formula 3 round here at Imola. The first one was a safety car race. This one, more action, but of course was a bit more on the calmer side. Excited to see what Formula 2 delivers.
Richie?
Well, I think the F3 has shown that you can race around here, so F2 should be brilliant. And of course, always great to see some brilliant action in F3 and see many drivers take their first podiums and victories around Imola.
Formula 3 won't have long to wait. We'll be back in a week's time racing in the Principality of Monaco for round 4 of FIA Formula 3 in 2024. Emilio Romagna delivered an interesting race 1 and a fascinating race 2. It's Megatunif who takes the victory in the feature. The sprint went to Ollie Goethe, but with a win and a podium, it puts him up into 5th in the championship. Does it sound like much? But they are so close. As we head to one of the toughest circuits on the calendar. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hello everybody and welcome on to FIA Formula 3 as we head to the Principality of Monte Carlo for the Monaco Grand Prix, first used in 1920, and it had a race back in 1950, the inaugural Formula 1 calendar. We are all set for a great race, but before that, let's have a look at the starting grid. Solov will be starting first, Van Open will be starting second, Tramitz third, and I can't remember who started fourth. Joseph Lake will start in fifth, Boyer sixth, Beganovic seventh, Leonardo Fornaroli will be starting in 8th spot. Then we got Lindblad will be starting 9th, Lee Browning will be starting in 10th, Christian Mantle will be starting 11th, Gabriele Mini will be starting in 12th position. Then we got Ollie Goethe in 13th, Sally Megatunif in 14th, Kasper Zuka in 15th, Nikita Bedrin will be starting in 16th spot. Ramos will be starting 17th, Sophia Flörsch 18th, Tommy Smith 19th, and Callum Voisin will be starting in 20th. Then we got Pietro Winsky in 21st, Charlie Wirtz in 22nd, Matt Exerson in 23rd, Sebastian Montoya will be starting 24th. Then we got Joshua Durfik in 25th, Alexander Dunn 26th, Sam Poe in 27th, Martinez Stenshorn in 28th. And then we got Kian Shields in 19th, and James Headley, after his crash in qualifying, will be starting at the back of the grid. So that's your order then for the sprint race, around about 40 minutes time as the drivers are on the grid right now. Joining me in the commentary box for this F3 session is Omi with Jack and Richie in the pits. Hello Omi, quite an interesting qualifying session. Group B had interrupted running, but it's going to be hard for people to overtake. So the ones near the front probably stand a good chance, do you think?
Absolutely, they do stand a good chance indeed because of how hard it is to overtake. We saw it last year, of course, when Formula 3 came back to this venue. So I think we should be in for a very, very exciting race here today. So cannot wait for it to get started.
I can't wait too. There's still personnel on the grid as they're about to probably move off to get the cars underway as well. I've just seen who's trackside comms for VTCC this week, and I'm very excited. But anyway, Jack is in the pits with us as well. Good morning, Jack. Are you expecting a chaotic race, or are you expecting it a bit more calm in the sprint?
I'm expecting a pretty chaotic race, if I'm going to be honest. I think that a lot of new faces here at the track. And Monaco, it's a track which is incredibly unforgiving. You make one mistake, you are in the wall. So, incredibly unforgiving track, especially with a load of rookies here. We could be in for a pretty chaotic race, especially with the track bit. However, the track is pretty difficult to pass at, I'll say that. So, don't expect too many on-track overtakes.
Yes, hopefully not. As the TV pictures have gone, just as the World Feed started coming on as well.
I'm here!
This was the first... Oh, hello, Josh. First Formula 3 race was actually in 2023, so it was last year. So that was the first race it was ever on the F3 calendar. So this is going to be the second year that it's happened at the moment. And obviously, Gabriele Mini took pole last year as well, back in 2023. So whilst we wait for something to happen, tell us, who do you think is going to get the win today? I'll start with you, Ome.
I am going to say Lawrence Van Hoopen. While it is so hard to overtake, it's going to be normal F2 chaos. It is so easy to make a mistake. There is many chances of basically anything happening. Lots of safety cars. Anything is possible. So I'm going to go with Lawrence Van Hoopen to take this win.
Jack?
I am also probably going to go for Lawrence Van Hoopen. I think he's got... he's pretty high up on the grid. I think it's a pretty difficult track to pass at. Track position here absolutely vital to a victory. It's mostly all done in qualifying, specifically in Formula 1 these days. Yeah, I'm going to go Lawrence Van Hopen to get the win for ART.
I think, apparently Josh T says Ben Edwards is doing the trackside commentary for touring cars, first time back in a while.
I just saw his message. Oh, so jealous.
I don't know what's going on with the TV pictures, and there's nothing I can do to fix it.
Yeah, no worries, Josh. Typical the first session of the day. We tend to have problems. I am going to try and get audio from...
Okay, we're back. We're back.
Oh, we're back. Okay, good. That's good. At the moment.
Well, let's take a deep breath and breathe.
When it goes, as soon as the lights go out, it just goes.
Let's hope not.
I hope not either. But I've got a backup. So I've got a backup. Don't you worry.
My backup's my TV in my room, so that's fine.
Well, my backup is Sky Sports, which is majorly delayed. But if we have no TV pictures, at least I will have audio to go to if needed. So we all have audio, but it will be, I think, Chris McCarthy for nothing else. So we got backups, ladies and gentlemen, as we're about to go to a nice sunny day in Monaco. Luckily, there could be a threat of rain in potential qualifying. I need to check the weather actually. I think it's meant to be nice in qualifying. I will check right now. I should have checked this before the stream, but I didn't.
On again.
As we can see.
I know.
Hang on a minute. I have got a backup whilst this happens. If I can find the actual.
You'll just have to deal with this throughout the thing, unfortunately.
That's fine. That is absolutely fine.
It's going to keep glitching until the internet stabilizes. Something's going on with it. I'll hand over to you.
Veterans in the pits.
Yeah, he's starting in the pit lane. I don't know why.
I remember seeing that in the steward's documents, but alright.
So the green flag is waving then. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Action here in Monaco. It looks like it's a good start from Solon, but we're seeing side-by-side action already as we head towards Sandefjord, a very narrow part of the track as the TV pictures are frozen for me again, so I can't see anything.
They're gone.
I think Joseph Loke's going to get a penalty there. He clearly cuts the first corner.
Yep, Mansell has dropped down the order, I believe, a little bit as well.
Yeah, I think so.
All contact.
So,
we're going to get a pile up. Here we go. We have a traffic jam.
Oh, God.
At Casino Square, I think we've got a traffic jam at Casino Square. About 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 cars involved.
Right, so that will surely be a red flag, which I wouldn't mind if the TV pictures are acting like this. Could give it some time to fix it.
It's a good point. I don't know if it will be a red flag to be fair. It's not entirely blocking the track.
Oh, there's a big pile up in the back. Yeah, there's about 4 or 5 cars. And whoever said chaos, we've got chaos.
Me and
later.
Yeah. I predicted it was going to be a very calm race, and then they all just piled up in Casino Square.
26, 28, 16, 9, 21, and 3 are the cars involved. That's Lindblad. One of those is Lindblad, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Dunn, I think, also involved, and everyone else just gets caught up in it. No real room to go anywhere.
So we can actually see the replay going on our screens right now as well, so you can see the drama that it entailed today. So let's watch Mini as he heads towards Casino Square. So we keep to the left. Someone tries to go up the inside, and Mini avoided that like I don't know. I don't know the wording for that, but Mini avoided that a lot. So fair play to Mini.
That was Ollie Goethe, the car sweeping round the outside as well, so great stuff by him. But yes, we do have a pile-up here for Formula 3 at Monte Carlo. So the marshal's now going to work. So they're going to have to try and clear the car. Safety car is out. Travenit's able to get ahead of Lawrence Van Hoopen, so that was crucial off the line as well. He was able to get to the inside, so that was a change of seconds. So if Lawrence Van Hoopen wants to win today, he's going to have to get past Tim Travenit and also Nicola Solov. And there, we are also seeing a front wing change for the Genza.
We got a front wing change, yeah. That type of car has huge amount of troubles this weekend, and it's definitely not going well for them as well. I wonder if they're going to retire the car. The car looks damaged. It's not just the front wing, Omi. It's the nose comb as well. It's just an absolute nightmare for them.
Yeah, Charlie was. That is the car that is making his way back out onto the circuit. But he's just going to go out there. Try also get some running in for tomorrow. Even if he's running behind everyone, it can be crucial for
Yes, so how many
tomorrow's
cars
races are getting some running inspection. God, sorry. There's a bit of lag.
Yeah, you cut off for me a bit. It's probably just Discord having a nightmare. So how many cars were out there at that pile-up?
So it seems like at least we have Lindblad, Manselin, Dufecton and Cian Shields, who are all eliminated from the race. Charlie Wise is at the back, but it's crucial for him to continue, if he can, to get some running in for tomorrow, especially with how delayed and interrupted practice was, so we can get some running for tomorrow's race.
So we didn't cover the race start, so let's have a look at the race start. So Solov gets a great start. We pretty much, it's a constitutive effect all through the field as they try to go and gain positions because it's hard to overtake through. Into Sandevot, we thought the chaos was going to be at Sandevot, but no problem. I see 2 or 3 drivers cut the circuit to avoid any contact right now.
I believe the red flag is out, so
it's still saying yellow on timing 71, but I think it'll probably update very soon.
Yeah, I've just been messaged, it might be red flag.
Yeah, team radio
I'm out.
done.
I have nowhere to go, mate. Oh my god.
Yeah, you hear it.
Yeah, I've been messaged from trackside that it's a red flag, so we'll see if it is. I believe so.
You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't even see him, man.
So Lindblad did not see the drivers around him, which caused that effect. And we'll see the replay for Minnie again as he tries to dodge everybody. So he's jumped up all the way into... Well, he's only gained 1 place from that. So I wonder if he had to slow down, because he got overtaken, I think, in the corner. It's Mansell radio.
I'd like to fellas.
I did not understand what Mansell radio, but you can see the end plate on the right-hand side has completely come off for Charlie Wirtz. That's why he had to come into the pit lane.
Yeah, I'd appreciate to have the cut-off replays and see if we've got a red flag, because that's what I've been told.
Yes.
And we do have a red flag.
Red flag is out.
Convenient.
Yeah. Chaos at the start. And there's so many cars.
I can hear a bit of French as well, so that's quite funny.
Yeah, we can hear a bit of French as well. They're all of the drivers now are watching on like us after that moment.
Yeah, for some reason, timing 71 is having a bit of a moment at the moment, so I might have to refresh it. Because it's still saying yellow flag on our screen, on timing 71.
Well, we are under red flag, so I guess it's kind of
I guess that's fine. So whilst we wait, I need to actually change my screen whilst we do that. We will go to the battle screen just for a moment, so you don't get to see our faces for a while until we get TV pictures sorted. Let's hear from Chris McCarvin. I believe it's Alex Brundle in the commentary box. I've got some audio on my phone, so lovely backup. Let me know when you can hear when you're see it.
Formula 3 driver, because there will be moments.
Can you hear it?
Like this, where you end up parked on the
cool,
side of the racetrack. They know that, they expect that. It's the reality of Monaco, isn't it? That last-ditch qualifying effort can put you in the wall. The first lap effort can put you in the wall as
I don't believe we can hear it now.
Just take a moment
there we go.
to gather themselves before they go racing once more.
Just seemed like first lap congestion, didn't it? That one. And drivers will now come in for the red flag whilst that incident is cleared up before we can get going again in this one, and the fans will watch on and wait for the fantastic marshal team that we have here at Monaco to get to work before we resume racing once again.
So teams and drivers are allowed to repair genuine accident damage in this red flag process. Bit of a shame then for the drivers who pitted to repair that damage just before the red flag. They'll be thinking, could we not potentially have waited for later on? Cars still somewhat connected together there.
That's Dufek's car and Lindblad's car. They are quite literally connected together.
Oof. Yeah, that's that's a solid boot. I suppose it's finished, isn't it, that front wing anyway?
Yeah.
But they're getting inventive down.
We've got a red flag, everybody. Sorry to cut across you there. We've got a red flag.
Yeah, we know.
For these drivers.
So we've got two sets of cars that quite literally are connected together.
What happened with that red flag?
Massive pile-up.
Massive pile-up in Casino Square.
It's almost as though they're sort of designed to connect, isn't it?
Okay, we're having problems with our Wi-Fi, not our internet, so that's what's happening on our side. I'll hand back over to you guys.
Hold on, let me mute. Sorry, what?
I said we're having problems with our Wi-Fi. We're gonna hand you back over to you lot.
Okay, cheers, Josh.
With 25 cars remaining running after that incident.
Well, let's go through where the order is at the end of that first lap. Solov was leading from Tramnitz.
Jess, JT is offering TV pics if needed.
Leon fourth. That's where he started. Joseph.
That will be needed. Yes.
To skip across Sandy
useful.
Mary Boyer sixth, that's where he started. There's Kian Schild's car being recovered. Beganovic in seventh. Luke Browning in eighth place, gained a couple of places. Leo Fornaroli in ninth place. Then we had Ollie Goethe in 10th, one of two drivers to finish in the points in every race, along with Gabriele Mini, who's just behind him. Sami Megatunif. Oh, we've disconnected the cars. So good stuff from the marshals. I'm just trying to look out for the biggest movers in the field.
There you go, guys. Problem fixed.
For taking to the inside.
Maybe not.
But and gaining places through there.
JB, I think it's best if we JT can give pictures, so I think it's best if we just use his.
Have his as a backup, but mine are stabilised now. Leave it as it is.
What?
Leave.
Okay, cool.
Don't mess with things. Leave it as it is.
Yeah, I can always throw it to Chris McCarthy if we mess it up again. So I think the red flag is going to go on for quite a bit of time as we clear the debris. So we've had a red flag in qualifying. We've had a red flag in F2 and in F1. So yeah, that is quite a few bits that are going on right now. So I think the drivers are probably waiting at the moment for stuff to get going. They probably haven't experienced red flags. So what do you think they'll potentially be doing whilst the happenings are going on?
Definitely the drivers will just be currently in a bit of a waiting phase, trying to stay in the mood, trying to just get ready and prepare for this race as well, and how they're going to handle it as we continue to see the cars all getting put onto the flatbeds, also the cranes moving the cars, because of course it is a big clear up on this, and you've also got you've got Alex Dunn's car being cleared exactly at the same time as Mansel's car, and they're both together. They're both glued together.
Oh, it's going to show the floor now, isn't it? So I was just explaining to Josh T what's going on and how we can see pictures at the moment. So if the pictures go again, then we'll hand it straight back to the world feed. That's what we're going to do. So we've got that work around there. So your order then after a few laps, we've got Solov, Trametz, Van Upen, Leon, Joseph Loke, Boyer, Beganovic, Browning, Fornaroli, Goethe, Mini, Magatunov I think gained quite a bit from that crash as well. and I think no one obviously is lapped, so everyone will be going out of the pits at exactly the same time, and they'll probably be asked to go in the pit lane in their exact order. And Josh T said in the chat, why do you think when they lift the two cars up together, gravity will do its thing on one of them? I don't know. So we'll look at the restart again, because not much is happening on circuit at the moment.
Yeah. Sorry, Joseph Loke on the instant make the move. That's what Jack was referring to earlier. Luke Browning was trying to make a move as well. Megan Tuniff was going side by side up the hill, so we had brilliant battling all the way through. This is on board now with Luke Browning down towards Sanderot.
So I think Browning obviously was in 8th through finish date.
Yeah.
So I think he lost places off the start, but then gained it back due to the crashes. So Browning radio. Well, we're not going to get a Browning radio, so let's hand it over back to the World Feed.
Stage. And there's that decent launch from Browning. Opened up for him nicely. You've got to be quite brave to try to break around the outside of Sandervoort, because everybody does that. Jumps off that inside curb and then finds himself a little gap. Fornaroli smart.
Hey, good start, buddy. That was smooth, safe, well done. What a start.
Smooth operations around the outside of Fornaroli to snatch the place.
I think we got the replay back. There we go. So the red flag is still going. That's one beauty. We don't mind if it goes during red flag because nothing much is happening.
Yeah, absolutely as well. If it goes during the red flag, but while we're racing, please not. Please no. As well. So, the restart is going to be exciting once again still. Cars glued together. And they're going to have to separate them, but it's kind of what we would expect from Formula 3. One little thing goes wrong and it causes all sorts of problems for drivers behind on such a tight circuit, especially.
Yeah, I think I remember driving it in the F2 cars in F123, and it's an absolute nightmare. And I think there was already like a safety car lap 1 or lap 2 or whatever, so it was a little bit chaotic to say the least. But you know, I mean, and we didn't have practice because it was one of the mystery tracks, and yeah, we were given like a few minutes notice, so it was. But in F1 cars, it was absolutely lovely to drive. Do you like driving Monaco, Romy?
Well, I don't drive because I'm terrible at it, but when I do hop in the F2 cars, yeah, it is quite fun to drive around the circuit. I usually
I know Jack doesn't because he doesn't drive the F1 game, so.
Yeah, I usually put it on 110 AI and just try defend. Start on pole, try defend for my life in the F2 cars.
What, 110 AI? That's very, very brave.
Yeah, but I just push the AI off everywhere, wherever they try to take me.
Yeah.
5 laps to try defend.
Dino Beganovic getting out of his car there.
So Beganovic is out. Oh no, it's not. He's not out, but he's getting out the cockpit. Okay.
Yeah, in the pit lane. Of course.
Okay, I'm taking a photo. This is great. I just seen the 23 and the 9 are stuck together. Yeah, they're stuck together.
Oh me!
Oh me!
If you don't get that reference, it was Josh and Nathan in Pichiel, Spain. I can't remember what round it was, but yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Naomi made reference to it. Race will resume at 11:15 local time, so in 10 minutes time. So they're given their 10-minute warning now, Omi.
Yep, 10-minute warning. There will be a rolling start procedure, so we'll come out of the last turn. We'll get going as it would be usually on a safety car restart, and the race will be back underway here at Monaco. The drivers will have to try and get those tyres warmed up to temperature. It was a massive issue yesterday getting it up to temperature and getting it in the right window. It caused many issues for a lot of drivers, and it also resulted in a lot of crashes, because if you don't get them up to the temperature, it is very easy to put it in the wall as well. So that's what the drivers definitely are going to have to try do at the start, or they could lock up and possibly even go off at Sandervoort or later on in the lap. So getting it up to temperature is going to be crucial.
Yeah, it is going to be crucial indeed, and obviously with that warning as well, the ones who did gain off the start, Jack, what do you think they need to do on the restart to make sure they can have the advantage?
Not crash, the main one. not crash. That's it's going to be a rolling start. Oh, I was hoping for a standing start.
And that's one question I would like to know, because in F1, right, it's standing start because they want to get the racing going. Whereas F3, it's a rolling start. I can see why, because it's Monaco, but will they do that in every other track? I don't know.
Yeah, they did rolling starts for F2 and F3. So
Okay.
I think it's mostly for entertainment purposes. You know, it's F1, it's the big one. They want to have a bit of action.
I would rather they keep it consistent across all series. That's my
I'd
opinion.
rather. I mean, as it's a red flag and the race is properly getting under it, I prefer the standing start if it's not wet. So I think F2 and F3 should follow it. Now I know F2 and F3 can be a bit dirty and it can lead to another safety car, another red flag. But you know, I think they should just do a standing start for F3, F2. That's the rule for F1.
Yeah, I think so
agree.
as well. But there's other people that beg to differ. Jack, is there anything going on in the YouTube chat? Because I can't see it at the moment due to the amount of screens.
Really, not too much. Synthil says that that didn't last long, very long before the first safety car. No, it really didn't. Synthil.
One lap. Actually, no, 4 corners.
Literally 4 corners. And we've also got Adam Larice says, "Hi Jess and Omi, have an awesome day, my friend."
Ah,
And I'm kind of sad I've been left out of that.
Adam, go to sleep.
I agree, man.
Adam, are you joining Josh? We're just staying awake all the time this week.
Yeah, he probably is, to be honest, because of course we've got 8 or 9 different series that we're covering on JB Motorsports. This is one of them, of course. We've got MotoGP qualifying on at the moment on JB Motorsports 2. So if you're wondering why it's not on JB Motorsports 1, it's on JB Motorsports 2 if you want to watch that at the same time. As Bert Marlander's probably going to get lots of track time this weekend.
Yep. He's going to have a lot of fun across F1, F2, F3, Porsche.
Oh, Porsche, there's going to be safety cars. There is going to be safety cars in Porsche. I'm calling it now.
Yeah.
And we have to cover it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh my God.
But Omi is going to be in charge of saying the names at the starting grid. That's his role tomorrow. Because he's the expert, whereas I'm... That's why Omi's perfect in these series as Kokon, because he knows a lot about the series. I don't. I need to do some research. As they're clearing a lot of debris from the circuit. The marshals, fair play to the marshals for being there in most of the circuit. Look at the amount of marshals they got at the moment.
Yeah,
but
huge
they
respect
have
to
to
the
because it's a street
marshals.
circuit.
Apart from that pair that seemed to be inseparable, and
I think you could hear a bit of the trackside commentary as well.
it's particularly important for Christian.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the same for every track. I don't think it is.
Well, some would have English, some would have other languages, I'm guessing.
Yeah. But I think they will do a bit of French and a bit of English here.
Yeah.
So your order is on at the screen currently with Solop having a good start. He's got to control that restart once again. But everyone's just got to keep it clean, please, because we don't want that many delays at the moment. F1, I think, follows straight after this, but I won't be surprised if F1 gets delayed because of this as well. But they are restricted to how much time they've got as well. Omi, does the clock get stopped in a red flag, yes or no?
The clock does get stopped indeed. However, they may just want... if they need to shorten it down due to F1 later on, then they can do if they would need to.
Okay.
So that's how that works.
Yeah, because F1 needs to have a certain gap between FP3 and qualifying.
Yeah, and of course they prioritise F1, of course, as well.
Yeah, they
overall.
prioritise everyone, F1 overall as well, yeah.
So about 5 minutes to go till we're going to get this one back on the way.
Yeah, I was going to say that. You can read my mind, Omi. You can read my mind.
Great to see all the fans though in the grandstand, all already watching the F3, getting ready for their F1 later. Crucial qualifying coming up for that. That'll be exciting, hopefully.
Well, if you are in Monaco this weekend, of course you've got to take the opportunity. When I was at Silverstone, there was quite a bit of people watching the support series as well, which was good.
Yeah.
I think it was the F2 that got a lot of the crowd.
Yeah,
And
absolutely as well.
And I was cheering for Ollie Behrman, I remember that day.
Yeah, he had a spin in the sprint race, didn't he?
Yeah,
Well.
I didn't get to the circuit in time for the feature race, actually, so I didn't see the F2. I just got there in the middle of the Porsche. But I'm not going to be at Silverstone this year because of money. So...
Yep. Well, we're happy to have you in the commentary box, though.
Yeah, I'll definitely be in the comms box, definitely, but I won't be actually at the circuit. I'll be there in 2 weeks' time after that Formula Student on the Sunday, and then I'm going to Formula E on the Saturday. So I'm going to have a busy week that week. As we're watching Megatunif, just getting into the zone and ready for the race coming up as well. Still says 23 laps on our end. So I wonder if that will change or not. If they don't want it to delay too much for Formula 1. As you can see on the world feed as well, they're all lined up in the order that they're going to start the racing potentially. If not, they're going to have to move people as well. Luckily, most cars are fine, but obviously we missed 5 drivers from this. They'll be taking no further part, and they're going to have huge repair builds ready for tomorrow's feature race, which is around about, I think, it's roughly about the same time the feature race, isn't it, tomorrow?
The feature is at 7 AM. So early.
7 AM? Oh, God.
Yeah, because they have Porsche to get in, then they have the F1 ceremonies and all that.
Oh, is it? Oh, I swear it was at 9:40. Oh, I don't know. Oh, no, that's F2. F2's at 9:40. Okay. F2's at 9:40.
Oh, and just about where, just when we're getting going. Oh God.
Right, here we go. Let's go to the world feed and Chris McCarthy.
There's an electrical storm moving in. I think this is why this is happening. Just letting everyone know.
Thanks, Megan.
Drivers, doing that kind of thing on track and doing everything that top-level racing drivers can do, and then you think, well, they're only in theory, for example, Oscar Piastri, a couple of years away from sitting behind the wheel of a race car at the pinnacle of motorsport and everything that goes along with it, the scrutiny, the difficulty, the professionalism required to be out there on track taking on the old guard, taking on Fernando Alonso, taking on Lewis Hamilton. So you realise then that all of that maturity that they're growing through their junior careers is necessary and required if they're going to make that next step.
Yeah, 11 F1 juniors. 2 of those at the top 2 positions in our current standings in this race in Alpine Academy. Nicholas Solov, Red Bull Junior, Tim Tramnitz. There's a lot of eyes from the pit lane, the Formula 1 pit lane, on this grid, and that is proven by the liveries you can see on the cars.
Couple of minutes till we go racing again. Safety car ready at the end of the pit lane, and drivers being kept cool with the umbrellas, but not too much extra
on again
work.
Thank you. And just as we're about to get started as well, so that was good timing as we're starting in 1.5 minutes. Well, actually no, less than that, 30 seconds roughly.
That's exactly what we want. So the safety car will lead us out, and it will basically be like it's a safety car restart, but much more tyre temperature for these drivers to be gained. So they'll be warming up the tyres, of course, getting all set and ready, and then we'll be blast off once again down towards Sandoval. Let's hope they all keep it clean this time around, and we don't get another safety car or a red flag. But it is Formula 3 at Monte Carlo, so anything is possible.
It is possible in Formula 3. So someone said that it was expecting F3 to be calm, and it's not calm. I wonder how F2 is going to be later, but there's going to be more of us in the box in F2 this afternoon. So a bit more waffle needed potentially as well. As you can see on the battle screen, you can see everyone venturing out of the pit lane in the required order. We will run through your order as well because we have got the battle screen open, so we may as well get so. Solov will be leading the field away for the restart. Tramnitz in second, Van Open in third, Leon in fourth, Joseph Loke in fifth, Boyer in sixth, Bogdanovic in seventh, Luke Browning in eighth, Fornaroli in ninth, Ollie Gerfer in 10th, Gabriele Mini in 11th, Megatunif in 12th, Satuka in 13th, Callum in 14th, Sophia Flörsch in 15th, Tommy Smith in 16th, Esterton in 17th, Ramos in 18th, Central in 19th, Headley, don't forget, Headley only started from last on the grid and he made his way up into 20th. He's still in this race, Omi.
Yep, absolutely, James Headley, so he'll just be looking to try get some more experience here in Formula 3. And let's hope this is going to be a very cracking race, but we are behind the safety car. We'll be getting underway at the end of this lap. And let's see if Solov can try keep Kramnik behind. Let's see if we're going to get any battles and overtakes starting to form as well. So there's many drivers to keep an eye on. Joseph Loeb also running in P5. Keep an eye on him to see what he's going to be able to do then. So now Solov will start backing the field up, and it'll be his decision when he wants to take us back.
Yeah, so past the back and into the swimming pool section. The crowds are packed here at Monaco, which is great to see. Waiting for the accident to unfold. Will the order change after the next lap? The OS won't be activated, don't forget, so it will be a while before they do that, and we get to see them going for it. They can't overtake until the safety car line as they head towards turn 19 now, as one car is eagerly getting going, but Solov decided to go early and put his foot to the floor, and for the second time today we are green flag racing here at Monaco. So Solov gets a good start. Tramit is under pressure from Van Open as they head towards turn number 1, but as you can see, Omi, it's a bit more calm at this restart from the front lot in particular, but just wait until we head to Casino Square. I'm not going to say too much until then.
Yeah, absolutely, Solov. Brilliant stuff by him. Lawrence Van Hoopen had a bit of a lock-up as we made our way through, so he was eager to really get on with it and trying to challenge Tim Kramnik. Other than that, though, it is single-file stuff right now as they all continue to push on through, and it seems like we are getting through just about cleanly.
Yes, they have. So for the first time, we actually get to see people racing over Mirabeau. Are we going to see some round the outside actions from the midfield? Doesn't look like it as they head towards the tunnel. So the top three stay as they are. It's going to be a bad possession right now. This is the tunnel section where we saw, I think, Damon Hill have looked, I think his engine blow in 96. We saw Panis took his one and only win. 3 were on the lead lap, 6 were classified that race. So let's hope more than 3 people finish on the lead lap this time about as they head towards swim pool section for the first time. And we'll be able to, Omi, we'll be able to have one clean lap. I really do hope so. I might have jinxed myself here, but yeah, you never know.
Unless someone decides to bin it at the end of this lap, then we should be able to as well. But Joseph Loeb really on it. He's putting Noah Leon under all sorts of pressure. Out of Anthony Nose and down towards Sandoval we go. So Joseph Loeb is on it, and he's really going to have to apply some pressure if he wants to try and get through. Biganovic also putting some pressure on Mari Boyer, so he's going to try and go on the attack. But a clean restart to this race. Great stuff by Solov to get a 1.4 second gap as well. Noah Leon's trying to attack Van Hopen, so we have some brilliant battling going on from second and downwards.
Yeah, that I think P1 pretty much checked in right now, whereas everyone else is just closed together. And even though some people are so much quicker, they just can't overtake it. Don't forget, they're not in both races. They don't pit in Formula 3, so if they get damaged, then that's it, and it's more than likely going to be causing a safety car as we're on lap 5 of 23 at the moment. And wow. This is just getting quieter, which is very unusual, but there could be more action towards the end. But Van Hopen is really putting the pressure on Tramitz right now, as Tramitz gained 1 place off that restart. Don't forget there's a battle for 10th place as well. Sophia Flörsch, by the way, 15th spot. She's gained 3 places. Callum gained 6, and obviously James gained 10. So those were the ones who gained the most places. Biggest loser had to be Verts down 3, but at least, but obviously he's got damage, so he's out. But for James, he's the one who's benefited from this, as there was almost a grace from the wall from Solov up in front, so he's lost a bit of time to Tramitz. Tramitz is putting the pressure down now.
Absolutely as well. Dunn speeding in the pit lane has been noted as well. Tramitz trying to get into the 1 second of Solov. So really around Monaco though, it is expected to be quiet when they aren't crashing. So they're all behaving. So this is how the race is going to go at the moment. Let's see if anyone though can be brave at the Principality to try make some overtakes. We're getting a move in the background, possibly thinking about a dive bomb to the inside was one of the Rodent Motorsport cars, and that was very close to an overtake there. That was so close in the background.
That was very, very tight in the background. That could have been curtained for quite a lot of cars, but luckily it's not. One of the good overtaking opportunities would be towards the tunnel section. Bogdanovic, he's not quite close enough on the likes of Boyer, who is in 6th place. It was a shame that Boyer made a mistake on his qualifying yesterday, because he would have been up there near the front, but that means he's fighting for top few positions. Noted, Headley speeding in the pit lane. So it's a correction there. So it wasn't whoever it was originally, Omi. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely as well. So great stuff between Callum Royson and Kasper Stuka on the lap. Really, really pushing on. And talking about pushing on, they're all going for it out of the last turn, trying to get close, trying to make some overtakes. So they are remaining close together, and when a door opens, they are going to be late on the brakes and dive to the inside. So it's definitely a possibility that we could get some sort of overtaking here on the streets of Monte Carlo today from these drivers. And whoever does make the move and gets, and it pays off, is going to be really, really crucial for them. And it seems like the best one right now is down the hill as well. Let's see if anyone's going to go for it. Into the braking zone, Megatunif looking really, really close. Megatunif really trying to apply some pressure as well on Gabriele Mini. In the background, Stuka having to defend from Callum Woisen, who's really applying some pressure.
Yeah, Callum doing quite well as well, and I believe into the top 8 that score points in the sprint race. 10-second time penalty for Sophia Flörsch. No! Leaving the track, getting an advantage.
Keep an eye on Callum Woisen. He could make a move here, possibly.
Here comes Callum. It's going to be the first move that we could see from the Rodent Motorsport car. He's right on the back of him, but it's going to be hard to do so. So he's probably going to wait to turn 1, but Callum just so faster than Sutka. Sutka is pretty much the trolley train, as I would like to call it, because everyone else has broken 3 of them.
Yep, absolutely. So brilliant stuff as we go down into the Rascast. So there are some drivers who are really having to defend, and also keep an eye on Megatunif. He's pushing Mini through the final corner, so Megatunif could have a run, and also Stuka could be under a bit of pressure as well.
Yep. So this could be interesting indeed as they head towards turn number 1 for the 8th time. Bogdanovic has set the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:24.219. So he is putting the pressure. Speeding in the pit lanes now under investigation. So is it a fine or is it a 5-second time penalty? Or is it 10?
Well, the stewards can always be different, so we'll have to see about that one.
We'll find out. It might be 10 seconds. Bedrins hit the wall. But luckily he's got going. 5 seconds, yeah, I thought so. It was usually like that in Formula 3, that they have a 5-second time penalty. So that'll get added to the end of the race, because I don't think he'll be pitting again. So that is a shame for James after that really good recovery, but it is what it is, unfortunately. As they all head past the tunnel section, Solov, look at that gap, 1.2 seconds, but Tramid is not over for him yet, as we are starting towards lap 9 as well, as obviously there's less cloud cover, so they're trying to use shadows a lot just to gain a bit of speed, as we've got 50 laps to go, and as Ian Birch like to say, anything can happen.
In Formula 3, anything does happen as well. 10-second penalty for Viskini. So Vesnicki has been given a time penalty from the stewards for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. So we're seeing quite a little bit of that throughout this one as well. And Travanik trying to just get into the 1 second, trying to just put some pressure. DRS on the start finish straight doesn't really do too much for you. So you really do have to try and get close. And they are close in the background, but not close enough to make a move fully yet. Let's see if Megatunif can try, be brave and go to the inside. So it seems like Callum Boysen and Megatunif are the two drivers who really seem on the attack. But let's see if they're going to be able to try and fight their way through. It's going to be tricky, but they're definitely going to be trying to do it, and that's going to be their goal for this race. but they may also want to just Callum Boyden, of course, can risk it a little bit, of course, because he's outside the points. Mini though trying to get inside. Mega Tunif knows if he can get past Mini and there's one car who has an issue ahead, that could be points for him as well. Top 10 score in the sprint race, 10 all the way down to 1 points for the drivers.
I like that the top 10 score points, of course, but obviously Mini will be starting pole tomorrow, so if he gets points today, then that'll be huge for him. So it's around about 1.2 second gap between Mini and Gertha. So Mini will need to get past him at some point, but he's, as Callum has got past Sutski finally, up to 13th. Sutka, whatever. I'm rubbish at names.
As well, Sophia Flush now looking to attack Stuka as well. So I need to take a look at a replay. Was that a mistake? Or was it just driving prowess from Callum Boyden, who has finally been able to make that move as well? So great stuff by him. So we'll need to see a replay. And then
hopefully we'll see that soon as well. Look, I'm looking at the sets between Mini and Mega Tunip. They're just trading fastest sectors. Nobody's faster than every sector, which is good, which makes it for entertaining races. So even though Mini's catching Gertha, Mega Tunip is just pretty much following them. I wonder if they're going to be working together at this point.
They could try to gain some places as well. Van Hoopen trying to get close to Travanitz as well. He's lost even more time now to Solov. So let's see if Lawrence Van Hoopen can try put some pressure for second position in the race. But we're watching Mini and Sammy Mega Tunip as they do battle as well on this racetrack. But Mega Tunip has lost time, so it's Callum Boyden who is the one really applying the pressure. Stuka having to defend from Sophia Flush, who is only 3/10 away. So keep an eye on Sophia Flush. We could see a move by her on the streets of Monte Carlo. Let's see.
Monte Carlo, well, it will love you back if you love it, of course. And that is what Solov is proving right now. In front, Beganovic still has the fastest lap on a lap 11 of 23. Make sure you leave this stream a like if you're liking all content on JB Motorsports. Don't forget, straight after this will be free practice free of Formula 1, which will be on JB Motorsports 1 and Twitch, so this channel. So it will be, we'll be on air at around about 11:15, 11:20 with 11:30 start for free practice. And then straight after that, we got half an hour gap between that and F2. And then we got qualifying on at 2:45.
Doing a good job, mate. Good gap to car behind. He is struggling. I can see you, Gobby.
Joseph Loke doing very well, Omi. He's in 5th place. We're not used to him performing this highly at the moment on the grid. He's gained quite a few places as well. I think he's always been on the back foot in F3 because he's getting used to the car, but he seems to like this track, Omi. He's not being... the gap between him and Boyer is 3.4 seconds, so Boyer must be struggling and Loke must be pushing, so this is great for him right now. It could be his best result in Formula 3 history.
It could as well, but brilliant stuff by the TV directors. We've missed like 2 overtakes there. Make that 3 overtakes.
And it's meant to be F1 TV.
Make that 3 overtakes, make that 4 overtakes. Because Bedouin and Words have just switched 2 times. So we're missing overtakes here on this Monte Carlo, but we might be about to see one as well because Sophia Flush is super close. So never mind, we're cutting away. Van Hoopen is really putting some pressure also now on Travanitz. So keep an eye on that. But Sophia Flush is the one who's looking really close to the move. So I hope they show that move because we already missed like 4 overtakes right now in a race where you don't see many overtakes. So brilliant stuff.
Well, well, the race director, I have to say, Omi, is absolutely horrible. So please show overtakes. We don't want to see the leader if the gap's like 2.7 seconds.
Yeah, Van Hoopen though, let's see if he can now find a way through. He's in the slipstream definitely. So can he try and take 2nd place away from Tim Travanitz as we go down to the braking zone? He's going to try to do everything he can to try and make this move for P2.
Yes, don't forget, more points means it helps in the championship as we've got Travanitz, Van Hoopen, we got, I'm trying to, Leon, that's it. Leon and Loke, they're all in this train. And then we got a big train, well, pretty much people running on their own for the rest of the field so far. I think a lot of people are just keeping it calm. They're all starting to find their rhythm as we get halfway into this race. We're pretty much halfway distance now. So, and we're already on lap 13. So 4 tenths now is the gap between Travanitz and Hoopen. So as they go up the hill, what lovely views at the moment where the whole Principality is covered in one track. Now this is the replay. Now what's happening now? This is the overtake with DeSampo and James Headley. So DeSampo did get past and he is up in 2.
And it's
P21. Yeah,
Yep.
more battling. So we are starting to see the overtakes that we thought, but yeah. Oh, and we could get a yellow flag, I believe.
And a Stuka.
So Casper is find the wall, and the car is stalled. Yep, yellow flag. I wonder if we're going to get a safety car. Someone's running the wrong flag, by the way. It's meant to be yellow. Did you see me?
Safety car is out.
Yep, safety car is out. Okay, safety car.
And they're waving green because it's after the incident. As soon as you've cleared the incident, you go back to green flag.
Yeah, but it is safety car right now. Luckily, it's only one person that's happening, and the clock will count down because there's no red flag, of course. Yeah, what are your thoughts on this race so far? Because we've got away with, I think, 10 or 11 laps without a safety car, and boom, a safety car happened with Casper. So, but luckily there's a run on Ferry they could get the car to.
Yeah, pretty calm so far. Nothing huge really to talk about. Few good, decent overtakes from what I can tell. Stuka, I imagine that is just a mechanical failure of some sort. Really sucks for the Red Bull Junior.
I think it is a mechanical failure. Yeah, he looks gutted in when he gets out of the car. Oh, it says puncher. So puncher for Casper Sutka.
Yeah.
So yeah, he stops the exit of turn 1 with a puncher. He couldn't get going. That is a shame. So he must have hit debris or something like that, or he hit the wall. I don't know.
Yep, or maybe contact with Sophia Flush. Don't know what has happened. We'll need to see a replay of why.
Oh, the number 21.
So that is Sophia Flush, yes. So exactly as I say, they may have been contacted. There was contact.
Yeah, so it must have been contact. Yeah, she's got no front wing on the left-hand side. So Amy, she's got a 10-second time penalty. Now she's got this. I don't know how she's keeping the car pointed at a straight line. I don't know.
Yeah, and more things missed by the TV directors when these two were literally glued together, 1/10 going onto the straight. Still not showing this battle, and we could have seen this live.
The guy just turned into me in the last corner.
There we go. That's what happened. You were right, Omi. Well done. That's why we have you. Safety car. What?
Oh, okay. Right.
The thing just got damaged, and there's a safety car's ending. What?
It doesn't seem like they're waiting around at all or being kind like they usually might be to allow everyone to catch
I
up.
think because F1 starts soon and they don't want to delay F1 now. Omi, I know you're going to hate this. I wonder if they're going to skip the podium. Sky, and they're going to go straight to build-up, which is not going to be ideal. I hope they bring the podium because that would be good to hear. So the safety car, Solar for the second time today, will be leading the field away on the restart. So yeah, the Vietnam Sport driver looked to have front wing damage and she was chasing for P14 at that time. So I wonder if that incident will be investigated.
Wait, why is the safety car ending and then the safety car still out there?
No clue, Omi. I'm not the race director.
So the safety car's been ending for 2 laps. Nice. Oh, now they're taking the graphics. Right. Oh, so clearly someone's having a nightmare.
Or I wonder if the safety car is out again because no one's caught up as Sophia Flörsch is going to repair her front wing.
Yeah, this has been a very interesting race today.
I think
more interesting than last year.
I would play the soundboard, but I won't because it's rude. But in Josh's words, chaos.
My word.
When that's done.
And Flörsch has been told to retire the car. Nah.
That's disappointment.
So her race is over. That is sad.
Yeah. Absolutely gutting for Sophia, and hopefully she'll be able to go well tomorrow as well. But yeah, F1 TV need to do a little bit better, the two directors, with this as well.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars, Omi, that retired the car. 6 of them in that one, so.
Yep, safety car's ending. Let's try that again. Let's take a deep breath and try that again.
Hopefully it actually ends this time. Honestly, I'm literally going to do a tweet after this to the FI directors and be like, why did you miss a lot of overtakes?
Alright, Jess, I believe we're actually getting going this time, so I'll hand over to you.
Right, we are going to get it going. Finally, on lap 15 of 23, as Solov tries to get temperature into the tyres, then towards Raskat. Green flag as we are last corner. He's not going now, though. The track is clear. He's going to decide where to go. He's putting his foot to the floor for the third time today, and we go racing in Monaco. Once again, Solov is pulling the gap, just like he did in the first restart. So no pressure for Travis to run open at the moment, but people have got to make these moves now because we do not have long to go until the end of the race. The top 9 pretty much line astern, but everyone else is trying to catch up, which is quite difficult as they head through past up the hill now. I can't remember what corner it is on the top of my head, but there's quite a few people out of the RS race. It'll be interesting to see. Look at Van Hoopen, he's well on the back of Travis, and also Leon as well.
Absolutely, they're all trying to attack each other right now, trying in these last few laps to make some overtakes. Can Lawrence Van Hoopen get a good exit and try challenge towards the Nouvelle chicane? Let's see, he might just be a bit too far back. On this occasion, it will need some late braking to come in from him. Sophia Flash and Stuka is now under investigation. They'll probably be decided after the race.
Yes, it will. So I think there'll be. Is yellow flag is still showing on timing 71, by the way.
I think timing 71's having a nightmare.
Yeah, timing 71 is having a nightmare right now. Yeah. So we might have to reload it in just a minute.
Battling ball continues. Fornaroli trying to put some pressure on Luke Browning. He's very close, 3/10 away. Callum Voisin now looking to attack Sammy Megatunif as well. So Callum Voisin, let's see if he can try fight his way through as well. He's 3/10 away right now. Is the Rodin Motorsports driver. So they're all just trying now at this stage, veterans into the pit lane. They're all just trying to produce something right at the end, trying to gain an extra place. And we ride on board with Leonardo Fornaroli, who's going to have a chance to get past Luke Browning, but he's got to try force an error. He's got to remain very, very close, and then there will be an opportunity for the Italian driver to try and make an overtake. But every single overtake is going to be hard around this circuit, so you have to be super close, glued to the back of your rival, and then you have to be a bit late on the brakes if you want to make a move.
That's why I'm not good at overtaking around this track.
Just letting everyone know, the timings did this yesterday too. They'll fix themselves. They just have. It takes a while to catch up for some reason.
Yeah, it does actually. Oh, as Bedouin Omi is out of the race.
Yep, so that's why he came into the pit lane as well. As this is the battle for second position. Lawrence Van Hoopen tries all he can at the end of this one to get past Tim Travanitz, who's going to try and go on the defensive. We also have Joseph Loke on the back of this train as well, so he's doing absolutely brilliantly. And we have Solov, our race leader, noted, failing to follow race director's instructions, but he was weaving, so they've noted that.
Oh, safety car. It must have been safety car towards the end.
Yeah.
When the safety car came in. Now that is interesting. So you're not allowed to weave then?
Well, would be weaving too much, possibly?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, weaving too much. I think you are allowed to weave, but not too much. Yeah. So I think for not the first time this season in the feeder series, we could have the winner decided at the steward's office.
Seems like it's always the case for the feeder series, that it could be decided later on. So the battle that is going on for second, and Lawrence Van Hoopen putting serious pressure, could be for the win.
Yeah, as Discord was having a little bit of a med, it's cut off a little bit once again, but radio
yes,
console
okay, Nico, we have 2.2 seconds of margin. We need 5 seconds. We need 5 seconds. We need to push, okay? We have 5 seconds for what? Just for weaving, maybe. Okay, for weaving, maybe.
Ooh. So Solov's been told to increase the gap to 5 seconds because he wants to keep that win. So they weren't even sure what they did. We're not sure either what the weaving was for. So Yeah, so Solov has been told to put the hammer down, which I'm not surprised, to be honest. But if Tramitz and Van Hooven keep battling, then Solov could pull the gap. But I don't think it's going to be enough, as we've got 5 laps to go, Omi.
5 laps to go. They're really going to need these two to waste each other's time as well. So let's see if we are going to get that indeed. Lawrence Van Hooven trying all he can. Noah Leon also in there, just waiting in behind, hoping that Travanitz and Van Hooven collide and he can get himself onto the podium. Same can be said for Joseph Logan, who's just sitting in there. Right now at this stage, Tommy Smith is looking close to try and make a move as well as Callum Woysen, or was looking very close. He's backed off now a little bit. Beganovic, fastest lap he has of the race, and he's trying to close down on Mary Boyer, who currently sits in P6.
Yeah, so Boyer 1.3 seconds behind Joseph Loke at the moment. Don't forget, as Obi was saying, only top 10 score points in Formula 3. And I do believe we are going to be running to laps, I believe. I will check on my timing 71. We've got 9 minutes according to timing 71.
Yep.
So we should be all right.
Yeah,
issue fixed, everybody. Issue fixed.
Nice.
What issue?
We had a Wi-Fi limit.
Oh, so did you have a buffer? Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah, so it has been changed.
I've turned my data on, and it's been fine since.
Amazon Alexas have been unplugged, phones have gone onto data, and Skyboxes have been altered. So everything's now fine.
Yeah, we've hardly had any problems for quite a while now. So, thanks, Josh.
Pleasure. I'm going to go wash my hair.
Missed another overtake. The race directors have managed to miss another overtake. Callum Woysen gets past Mega Tunif, and Tommy Smith is now also trying to go on the attack as well and trying to make the pass back.
Omi, no further investigation for Solov. So, failure to follow race director's instructions. It's not happening. So yeah, Solov at the moment, as long as he can keep this up, will be able to go for the win. So that's good news, Omi. I'm relieved.
He's pushed anyway, and Smith gets past Mega Tunif. 2 overtakes missed once again on the same lap. Well done. Well done.
Well done, F1 TV. Not.
This is getting ridiculous. They're missing like so many overtakes. And
But
following
it's like
things up.
7 or 8 overtakes they missed in the race. Like, come on.
And guess what? They might miss another one because Esterson's right on the back of Mega Tunif.
What are we seeing? Why are we seeing the crowd? Oh my goodness. Like, we want to see the action, not cars running around in circles with overtakes happening when we can't see it.
Move. Esterson gets past Mega Tunif and guess has missed it again. Oh, for goodness sake. And now Ramos is going to overtake Mega Tunif. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, and if we were controlling it through F123, we would have captured all of those.
On eSports. Yeah, when I'm streaming on eSports, I never miss any overtakes. I mean, I get onto every overtake.
I don't, but if there's overtakes happening everywhere, and there's overtakes like for higher up the field, we capture the higher overtake, the higher up the field first. But if there's no higher up the field overtakes, then we just focus on what's going on overtake-wise.
Okay, Mega Tunif's dropping down the order, right? So clearly
But
maybe...
at least with PC, you could have numbers for the keyboard, but I don't for...
Oh, here's Mega Tunif.
Oh, he's slowing down.
Oh. No, he's slowing.
Penalty for Wazinski.
Yeah.
Whatever. Caused a collision. So yeah, Mega Tunif is slowing right down. That is his race over, unfortunately. That is a shame.
Yeah, huge disappointment for Mega Tunif. Of course, Lawrence Van Hooven still tries all he can to move up and try challenge for this second position, but Travanitz has had it the whole way through so far.
Yeah, I have to say fair play to the top 3 for just keeping their head up in top 4 because they're all, from 2nd to 4th, they're just all keeping within the same DRS track. I don't think Joseph Logan's going to catch them as we're on the penultimate lap of this race. Oh, we almost saw the number 20 go for the move, but he's not going to. He's glued into it. Surely he's going to go for it up the hill. He's got the slipstream. Here he comes. Through Casino coming up now. Sure, I want him to go for a lunge. See if he can do it. 7/10 of a second between Tramitz and Leon. So that Leon is the one we're riding on the off-board shot now. And we also got Yeah, it is. Trammett, Leon. Right, no. Van Oofen and Leon, that's it. So Van Oofen is being chased by Leon. So this is the overtake that we saw. We get a replay. That's a number 5. Trying to go around the outside, but he couldn't make the move stick. And then we're seeing another overtake.
Oh, the 2 changes. That's a late lunge, and that's a brilliant lunge. Lunge where Charlie Wurzer manages to get through on his teammate.
Oh, that's Megatune. He's off. He's out of the race. Yellow flag. I think it's going to end under yellow, unfortunately, Omi.
Well, this is in the pit lane, so...
The pit lane.
It's in the pit lane.
Yeah, I think it should be fine. Should be fine.
Yeah. Not like anyone needs to use that pit lane right now for the moment, unless they have an issue. So they can just close the pit entry, and we should all be good.
Yeah, so that pushes Megatune to not score any point, and the pit lane entry is closed, so they can read your mind, Omi. So no one will be able to go into the pit lane to repair anything, but what's the point, because it's the final lap anyway. So quite a lot of action has happened so far today with the chaos on lap 1. Quite a few overtakes that F1 TV decided, no, we're not going to capture that, and just go to replays instead. Pit lane entry is open, so they were able to recover what's going on there. So Trammett versus Van Oofen versus Leon for the podium spots then. Who is going to be in second place? Only time will tell. Solov has got the gap to 4.1 seconds because those 3 just keep squabbling through the tunnel section. The number 7 versus the number 24 versus the number 20 of Leon. I think they're a bit too further back. They've got to be with a few tenths, because otherwise they're not able to go for the move. I think Trammett has done just about enough to keep second place. I think that's what's going to happen right now. Logue is not gaining up a bit as well. They got to go for the move into the last corner, but Solov has driven amazing today. He got the sprint race pole. He has never looked back. He started pole. He stayed there for the majority of the race. He may not be the fastest driver on track, but he can't overtake. The place you want to start in Monaco is pole. Nicolas Solov, the number 25, wins in Monaco for the sprint race. 10 points go to him. Trammett's up to the line. He keeps second, and Van Oofen in third, Leon in fourth. And Joseph Lowe gets his best F3 result in 5th spot. Maria Boyer in 7th, Bogdanovic 7th. Luke Browning 8th, Fornaroli in 9th, and Ollie Gerther gets the last point. But major celebrations for Nikola Solov. What a drive. We thought he was going to get a penalty. The FIA decided that it was not necessary to investigate it. So there you go, he keeps the win.
Wow.
What do you think, Omi?
Super stuff indeed. Nicolas Solov. Great stuff by him, and welcome to the F3 winner club, of course, for him. Traveling to Van Hoopen, also getting on the podium as well, so great to see them up there at Monaco. And brilliant race that was. Much more action-packed than last year. While you're not going to get the overtaking fest that we usually have in F3, it definitely still was very exciting. Let's hear from your winner.
Yeah, thank you so much. Oh my god. Finally, mate. Our time is coming now, mate.
So he said his time is coming. Well, you've just been added to the winners club, and well deserved at that as well. And he's going to be starting in 12th in the feature as well, but obviously he's going to find it hard to overtake today. So the place where he needed to the time where he wanted to overtake is now, and there's some added points to it as well. Of course, we lost a lot of time. It's Trammett's radio now. It is the FIA Formula 3 World Championship as it hosts round number 4 at the Principality of Monte Carlo. Welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix. Welcome if you're joining us early Sunday morning in Europe, whether it is in Britain or the rest of the continent. Welcome to the feature race. My name is Jess Ball, and whilst Josh B has a well-deserved break after doing Formula 3 qualifying at silly o'clock in the morning, you got us for the Formula 3. You got myself and Omi in the commentary box. And Omi, we were treated to quite an interesting sprint race yesterday. What can you expect today?
Something similar, really. They've got to take the tires longer, of course. Still no pit stops, but what we do have is added laps, extra laps today. So they need to work on the tires a bit more. Make sure that they keep the tires in good shape. However, around this circuit, if you do want to push to try and make an overtake, you can do so and then struggle a bit because of how hard it is to overtake. So if you really want to push, then you can go for it. Overtaking chances, of course, from yesterday are very limited. We didn't get much in the way of overtaking near the front, so it's going to be very tricky for the drivers. But here is the starting grid.
The starting grid from front to back, Gabriele Milli put his car on pole position in Group A on Friday with Christian Mansell in second spot. We got Luke Browning in third spot. We got Lindblad in fourth. Fornaroli in fifth. Beganovic in sixth. Boyer starts seventh. Joseph Lope will start eighth. No, Leon will start ninth. Tim Tramitz will start 10th. Then we got Van Open in 11th. Solov, our race winner from yesterday, starts 12th. Ollie Gertfer starts 13th. Megatuniv starts 14th. Ksuka starts 15th, Bedrin starts 16th. Then we got Ramos in 17th, Tommy Smith in 18th, Callum in 19th, and Rosinski in 20th. Then we got Charlie Wertz in 21st. We got Max Esterson in 22nd. Then we got Sophia Flörsch, who takes a penalty, in 23rd. Sebastian Montoya in 24th. Joseph Dufek in 25th. Alexander Dunn in 26th. To Sampol in 27th. Stenshaw in 28th. And King Shields in 29th, and James Headley will be starting at the back of the grid. Just about got through. I had to rely on the battle screen in order to go through that, because they were going through so fast, or was it just me, Omi?
Well, they do usually go through very quickly at the same time. Of course, they want to rush through.
I don't know how Josh does it.
Try and do British touring cars. The speed is insane with them.
Yeah, as I just fixed the battle screen because it wasn't showing the white window on the right hand side. Josh T is kind of watching in the background. He's also providing TV pictures for us as well. What are your thoughts going into the race? I know it's early morning, so I won't throw to you too much.
Me sleep. Me want sleep. Me need sleep. I'm here. Hello everyone. Formula 3 feature. Formula 3 was a little bit chaotic as the formation lap gets underway. Let's see what this race brings us.
Yes, indeed, as the drivers are going to be warming up their tyres. Another sunny day here in Monaco. I don't know what the threat of rain is around Monaco, as we're seeing the driver standings as Fornaroli leads by 3 points over Luke Browning in second. Beganovic on 50, Mini on 47, Ollie Gertfer on 42, Tramitz with 39, Megatuniv on 38. Lindblad on 32, Van Open on 30, Boyer on 24, Mansell on 20, Solov on 17, joint with Ramos, Leon on 15, Montoya on 12, and we didn't see what the rest of the standings were, but your team standings, Prema topping the way on 129, Trident on 109, Campos on 70, ART on 67, High Tech on 62, and there's your top 5 or 6 teams there. Now, Romy, we had a red flag / safety car lap 1 yesterday. Where do you think a safety car's going to come today? Because it's inevitable, because we had it in every session yesterday.
I think turn 1, lap 1.
Turn 1, lap 1. Why is my mic loud compared to you? I need to turn it right down. I need to balance it out, because otherwise I'm going to go crazy, and then Omi's going to be a bit quieter. There we go. It's not in the red anymore. Whoop. That is great news. I think we're going to get one in lap 2 at Mirabeau.
Yeah, and, well,
nice.
We had red flags on track, but we also had, well, you could say, a red flag off track after a boat went crashing into the marina. As well, I don't know if you guys saw that yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that as well, yeah.
Hopefully everyone is okay there, but also theoretically a red flag out on the marina circuit with the hundreds, if not 1,000 boats that are round here on the circuit, but we're lining up on the grid, Jess, ready to go.
Yes, indeed, the first race of the session. We've got a big day on JB Motorsports in Monaco and Indianapolis as well, so
Tell me about it.
make sure you stay with us. They still haven't decided on whether the Indy 500 is happening or not, because have you guys seen the weather that was forecast for this afternoon in Indy? They're going to make a decision, I think, a few hours before the race, whether it's going to go ahead or not. So you will be kept informed on JB Motorsports whether we're covering it today or tomorrow, or even Tuesday. Let's hope we don't get to Tuesday, because I'm busy. But anyway, we have got Gabriele Mini starting on pole position, with Christian Mansell starting on the front row in P2. Who's going to come out on top? In both races yesterday in F2 and F3, we saw the guy that started on pole position go on to win the race. The green flag is waving in the background. The medical car's in the background. 3, 4, 5, red lights. Action in Monaco. Gabriele Mini gets a good start, but so does Mansell in the front as well. Side-by-side action happening towards the first corner. Some look-ups in the background. Heading in towards turn 1. A few people cutting off the track to avoid everyone, which is very, very brave. But I think there was a few cars that were going very slowly to avoid trouble there. But so far from the front pack, everything going swimmingly. Well, as I like to call it, the pun as well. We got one of the Red Bull Academy cars trying to go past Casino. That's where we saw the pile-up yesterday. No such pile-up right now through there. How about Mirabeau? That's going to be another tricky corner as most of the cars make their way through. But it's like a traffic jam on the M25. It's free wide go through Mirabeau. It's almost certain going to be a pile-up if they're not too careful. No, they got away cleanly, Omi.
They did as well. Up the inside, tries Sammy make a tune. If he can't find a way through there, they're still battling all the way in the background. And we do have a car off the road. That's Charlie Wers, I believe, who is gone off the road and into the barrier at Portier.
Oh no, Charlie Vert, his day, well, his weekend, Omi, has gone from bad to worse. He's just not having the weekend that he wanted. He got involved in an incident yesterday, as it will be a safety car. Well, I predicted lap 1. No, lap 2, so I was wrong. I was wrong. I don't know why the lap count. Oh no, that counter would only work after they completed 1 lap. Never mind. I think they're going to try and recover the car, and I have to say, I think the main action that's happened is right in the middle. Again, the top 6 pretty much stayed as they are. It's just so hard to overtake.
It is so hard to overtake indeed, and Mansell just hasn't got the better launch, but once again it was a similar situation to yesterday, where the driver on the inside having the lead was able to just keep it. So Mini able to keep the lead, but Mansell did get a pretty decent start.
Yep, let's have a look at the start, as I think Mansell got the better getaway into turn 1, but Mini had the better line through to Saint-Devant. And this is where you can see where the chaos happened. There's no way you'll be able to fit all 30 cars through there in turn 1. So some of them had to take avoiding action. Up the hill, no trouble at all. And yeah, I think, was that where we saw Charlie Verts have a problem in the background? No, it was James Headley in the background, actually, who decided just to, like, I don't want to get involved in that like I did yesterday. I want to stay out of trouble, which is fair enough, let's just say. I want to see what happened to Charlie Verts, actually, in the background. I see lockups. So where did he go off? I wonder if it was in the tunnel section, or it might be before that. We'll find out. Oh, no, it was just before the tunnel section. So was he pushed off, Omi?
Yes, he was pushed off there. Just trying to identify who could have possibly been one of the rodents. Just couldn't see fully there due to the shadows. But luckily, around this circuit, safety cars can end very quickly because of the amazing marshals that we have around this venue. So it means that we're getting the safety car in, and we're already going racing at the end of this lap.
Well, if it's on the Formula 1 game, it takes like 2 or 3 laps regardless. So at least the marshals are good around here, whereas in other tracks you have to wait an eternity. So green flag, the track is clear, the safety car is in, so Gabriele Mini decides when to go. 27 laps await our drivers as it make their way towards Anthony Nose. There's a lot of cars that are struggling to avoid the wall there. Green flag is waiting for the second time today. We're going green flag racing. Mini gets a good restart. Number 20 also had a good restart, but he had a look up in the background as well. Let's hope it's not damaging his tyres. In Formula 3, the only difference between that and Formula 2, they don't have to pit.
Indeed, Noah Leon really all over the back of Tim Travanich. Boyer trying to put some pressure on Dino Beganovic as well, but the top two not separated by anything. So Mansell, yesterday we had a runaway winner. Solo was able to get away. Mini isn't able to get away in the same way. Mansell trying to put some pressure. Charlie Words and Visnicki has been noted there as well as we go down the hill to the hairpin. So I was correct. It was one of the Rodin Motorsport cars that collided, and there's one of the Rodin Motorsport cars diving to the inside as well at the hairpin.
I wonder who that was, because I can't remember who all the Rodin Motorsport.
Yeah, that was Visnicki, who also was dive bombing there.
Oh, it was Wazinski. I didn't know he was in Rodin Motorsport. I should know. I should have done my research. 4 tips. It's a gap between Gabriele Mini and Christian Mansell as well. Christian Mansell had a very good qualifying in Group B as well. Wasn't quite enough to get the pole because there was pretty much an incident towards the end that stopped people doing their laps and it caused a red flag and the session wouldn't be resumed. And yeah, it's just a little bit of chaos there, but he is still hanging in there as well. Let's see if he could do what the others didn't do yesterday and try and overtake for the lead. We have seen it in F2 a few years ago as well, where we saw a battle for the lead. Yeah. But it is they're just following around at the moment, just getting their tyres up to temperature because there's no tyre blankets in Formula 3, so and no one else would have pitted. But let's hope we actually get to see some overtakes. F1 TV, please, because we missed about 7 or 8 overtakes yesterday, and I was not a happy bunny.
Indeed, of course, but Mansell really going for it here as well. So let's see if he can try and challenge. But yes, Formula 2 has had some extraordinary moments around this venue, of course. Bit of wheel-to-wheel there, as well as the PHM dives to the inside, back on board with Mini. Because the last thing that these two directors want is that they missed the overtake for the lead. So I'll try to keep an eye on it all right now. But yes, let's hope they actually show overtakes that do happen.
I do, because when we do in esports, it's fine. But now, I think this probably is an overtake coming up now. A dive bomb, actually. Oh, it's Callum. It's Callum and Smith. Instant noted. So, I think it was Callum that pushed Smith off the track. I wonder if Callum's going to get a penalty.
Yep, just a little push. Sent him out a little bit wide. And keep an eye on Mansell. He is so close. 3/10, and now has DRS as well down towards
Wazinski, 10 seconds.
Yep, he's got a 10-second time penalty. But if Mansell just closes into turn 1, then maybe could get a bit of the hill as well and try and challenge. But he needs to remain very close if he wants to do that. But he's really applying the pressure. Let's see if he's not taking too much out of his tyres right now.
Now, all we need is the other Rodin Motorsport car of Lokes to get involved, and that will be all 3 of them. There's a problem. He's not that
Bedrin has a puncher.
As Bedrin has a puncher and is in pit lane. There's a little bit of a gap behind, but he's half a second behind Boyer, so it could happen.
Yeah, that is annoying for Bedrin, but I think that's him gone unless he can fix his car in time. So where did he get the puncher from? Well, we're going to find out now. That was good timing. So I wonder... Oh, so he hit the Alpine car just a little bit. And... Oh, he got a puncher from there. How?
So he was battling up against Stuka. But then the puncture came with a Nouvelle. I cannot believe this luck, he says on the radio.
Luckily, there was text there, so we were able to see that currently as well.
Oh, and guess who's missed another overtake? Sebastian Montoya has got past Dune as well.
So we missed one.
Yep. Let's start counting how many we're going to
yeah, I was going to suggest that too, Omi. I was going to suggest how many we would have, yeah. How many we would miss. I'm going to keep an eye on the timing tower like a hawk, Omi, for the rest of this. Yeah, here's 1, 2.
I think this is going to be the most interesting part of the race.
But
how many do we miss?
But that was for the back though. That was just like someone getting past. Like really, I just didn't see someone get the fastest lap then, but it just went off on our screen.
19th.
19th. Okay, so that's Sten Sean that gets fastest lap. 125.983. He's not having a good race so far as well. We got two drivers now out of this race. The number 27 of Bedrin and the number 17 of Charlie Wirtz, as everyone seems to be managing their tyre effectively as well, but just wait until we get towards the end because there's more laps only than yesterday. I think about a few laps extra. So they have to manage their tyres better. They can't afford to be pushing too much throughout the entirety of the lap, as that's when mistakes happen. We actually got an overtake. Oh, no, we don't. We thought we had an overtake, but he wasn't able to make it stick.
Yeah, Boyer was trying to go around the outside of Beganovic. That allowed Joseph Loke to, and they're still battling down to Sanderot as well. So Joseph Loke now in P7, Mary Boyer in 8, but they were all battling at the Rascas. Brilliant stuff.
Woohoo! Let's go, boys!
Great defending there from Loke. That was textbook stuff. Or did he gain a place from that we didn't see?
Yeah, it was.
He will jump in the.
Yeah, it was Boyer versus Beganovic. He was trying to make a move as well. Joseph looks just slipping up the inside. I believe.
It's a fair play to him. So he's finished 5th yesterday. And I was looking at his interview and he just said that he feels like the car is just suited well to this track. But where are the other two road and motorsport cars, eh? It just seems... I think it's driver as well, more than anything. You got to have a good car, but the driver's got to be confident as well. Stenshaw and Duper, instant noted, leaving the track and gaining an advantage. So that was turn 1.
Yep, Mini now able to get in a bit of a rhythm. He's been able to get away. Joseph Loke now going on the attack of Dino Beganovic. So he is absolutely flying right now, and he's really, really trying to push. So let's see what he's going to be able to do as he tries to push his way past Beganovic. He's going to need to try force his rival into a little bit of a mistake. Fastest lap of the race goes to Arvid Lindblad. Montoya's got past Esterson.
Yep, so Montoya, great job from him so far. Montoya's in 20th spot at the moment, so not quite for points yet. Top 10 get points, normal FIA points for Formula 3 this time. Well, we saw the top 10 got points yesterday, but it was 10 down to 1. Now it's the top 10 in normal FIA points. And points obviously means prizes at the end of the day as well. And the gap between Loke and Beganovic, 0.5 of a second. So he's closing in quite rapidly. As what's happened, Omi?
Leon has got past Lawrence Van Hoopen. So that's
number 3.
And that was well, that's 4 because we're gonna count Montoya's one as well. Because at Monaco we don't see much overtaking. So like even if it's further back, they kind of do need to show it wherever there's the biggest chance of an overtake. So I'm going to search 4.
So yeah, we've had 4 that we didn't catch, but we saw 1. We saw 1. That was good. That was good that we saw 1 overtake, but we want to see all of them. We don't want to see cars in a procession for the lap, but we could see another one here as they try to go around the outside potentially through Raskas. But I don't think he's going to go for it as well. We will keep an eye out on Beganovic and Lope. Beganovic is closing on Fornaroli as well in 5th place. Don't forget he's leading the championship. Number 20 right on the gearbox of the number 7 as they head towards Portier. No, I'm getting my corners mixed up. Is it Portier or is it... No. Oh my God.
Yeah, Portier is where Perez famously crashed, of course, in 2022.
Portier's near the tunnel. Okay, there we go.
And where Charlie Wirtz crashed in this one.
I swear Josh called the corner wrong yesterday. That's why I got a bit confused.
Oh.
So blame Josh. Actually, don't blame Josh B because he's probably quite knackered at the moment trying to get Formula E set up, which will be starting the stream in around about 13 minutes time on JBMotorsports 1 and Twitch. So if you want to watch that in the background, please do. It'll be the second E3 of the weekend. We won't spoil things too much. If you want to watch qualifying, aka me, because I want to watch it tomorrow. What I'm doing tomorrow, Omi, is catching up on all the motorsport series that I don't get a chance to watch because of clashes. So British Touring Cars, Formula E, MotoGP. That'll be my day tomorrow, catching up.
Well, that depends, of course, on the Indy 500 and what that decides to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's hope they tell us.
Are we actually going to get a replay of an overtake, Omi? Yes, we are. And that is... Who's
so
that?
that's Van Hopen getting past, and then Noah Leon back down the inside.
We're
Wow,
seeing more. We're
really
seeing more overtakes than yesterday. This is great stuff.
It is great, but I don't think we can comment because we didn't see much replays either of overtakes yesterday. But this would take Mini to the front of the championship, so this would be very great for him. This result, if it stands right as it stands right now.
Yes, and there'll be Luke Browning in second. Fornaroli will drop down to third, and Beganovic will drop down to fourth place. I need to take a sip of my drink because I'm going to need it today.
Absolutely. Tommy Smith looking to try make an overtake as well on Stuka. Noah Leon also pushing on quite a bit. And he's going to try and get past Travanitz, but has to be careful because if he tries a half move that doesn't work, then he could be overtaken by Lawrence Van Hoopen, and that will cost him a point as well. So it's risk versus reward stuff on the streets of Monte Carlo, because if you do try and make a move and it doesn't work, then it could lead to your front wing being broken, as once again Lawrence Van Hoopen trialing different racing lines, and the Rascas, it seems like drivers running wide slightly is opening the door for some drivers to
yellow flag. Oh, it's green again. Then it's green again.
So what happened there then? Oh, that's going to be...
Oh, look up. Maybe or someone just going off a very small run off area and then coming back, doing a free... No, they can't do a 360 like we saw in quali yesterday. I don't like the final results from quali yesterday because of a penalty. But we will talk about that in the pre-show. Yeah. You know who I'm talking. You know which team I'm talking about, right? I'm not gonna say it just in case people haven't caught up yet.
Yeah. I hate to be that guy, but unfortunately, stuff like that is a slam dunk.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. To be honest, it is. But it's annoying that it has to be the team that's made quite good progress this season.
Yeah. We'll talk more about that in the pre-show, so make sure you join us for that.
1 o'clock.
Yes. Oh,
debris.
Right. There we go.
I think, is it debris or is it hard to tell with all the shadows?
Right, so is that why we had the yellow flag momentarily?
Yes.
It is debris, yes.
But then I don't know why we don't have the yellows right now then. Okay, interesting. I'm not going to question DFIU. Just
No, Omi, question them all you want. We love your ranting. As I think it's Dunn who is probably caused that. Oh, yeah. Just fallen off, and that was why the yellow flag was there momentarily.
All right. Okay, then. So hopefully that will be picked up. All of these drivers will be hoping, or some will be hoping. Oh, there we go. Yellow flags are back. Finally. So I think someone's just going to quickly pick that up. There we go. Green flags are back out. But what the drivers will be hoping is that we do get a virtual safety car. Virtual safety car, to be honest, can be more beneficial for some drivers than a safety car around this circuit. Because virtual safety car, remember, you're reacting as soon as it goes green. And we've seen, of course, a race win decided on the last lap at Imola in the sprint race. So that's your best chance that you have, that you can just react quicker than your rival. And if you're close, you can bunch up with the delta. If someone's going slowly, then you can just quickly overtake. So that's your best chance. Virtual safety cars at this circuit could be way better than a full course yellow.
I agree. I definitely agree. And you'll pretty much get a free pit stop because we do know that track position is key. We saw that in F2 yesterday, where even though there were some people on the softer tyre compared to everybody else, there was a lot of people that just couldn't overtake the people that were on the harder tyres. So it does depend on track position here, as no further action for Callum and Tommy for causing a collision at turn 6. The Assure's found to be hard but fair racing, which is fair enough. And we did see it, so Actually, we might have saw on a replay, actually. It was just a tap, wasn't it, Omi? So I could see why it was no further action.
Yep, absolutely. Indeed, right now. So, currently still Noah Leon very close to the back. And if they all bunch up, then it could be someone possibly late on the brakes and trying to make a move right now. But they're all just stuck behind. They're all just waiting for some sort of opportunity. And then we go down to the hairpin, different racing lines once again being trialed to try and get a good exit and try and make the move into the tunnel down to the Nouvelle chicane. But right now, they're all just in a bit of a waiting phase. Mansell 7/10 behind. That's how the race lead is going. They've got 3.2 back to Luke Browning as well. And oh, that's going to be Joseph Loke running off the road. And Mary Boyer's now going to be there to try capitalize.
Yeah, just like that, Omi. You were talking about it a lap ago, and this happened. So people can read your mind, Omi. As Boyer is around about 0.3 per second. I think Joseph Lowe was very lucky that he didn't lose a place from that.
Yeah, but the only thing is I wonder if the stewards will look at that because we didn't get to fully see it. If he was defending and ran off the road and locked up, then that could be an issue with the stewards. So we'll have to see about that one. We'll need to see a replay first of all and see.
Lokes ran off wide, Boyer locked up behind.
So, well, if that's the case, then probably should be okay. But we'll see what the FIA say about that because the FIA can
And
be a
I
bit
see
questionable.
no visible gap. Here's a replay.
Here is a replay, so we can see it properly. So, yeah, it was Joseph's at one ride. There wasn't that much. I don't think he gained that much of an advantage there, but the stewards may think differently, of course. As Boyer tried to get advantage there as well.
Yeah, the stewards might think a little bit differently off that one. So we'll see what happens there with what the stewards do think about that. Stenchel and Dufek leaving the track and gaining an advantage is now under investigation. So that's what they think. So we're going to see what they think about that one, though. First of all, probably after the race, as per usual, as with our usual with the F3 F3 stuff.
Yeah, I think we could see it after the race, knowing them. And I do remember there was quite a few penalties in F2 that we saw after. And they decided right now, Omi.
Right now.
Stenchel,
okay.
10 seconds.
Yep, they want to add the pain to the drivers right now. So there we go, 10 seconds for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. Of course, they give the easy ones there. Oh, Solov's got past Megatinov. 5 overtakes.
There we go. So Solov is up to 12. And could we see an overtake there, maybe?
Yeah.
It's got past Loke.
Now, did Loke let him through there and back out of the throttle? That would be the question if the team told him to. So we'll have to see about
We'll see about
one.
the. I think he might have. I think he might have because the rules are in the FIA. You not allow communication with the race director. It's the team's judgment on whether you think your driver has gained an advantage by cutting the corner. Oh,
Lawrence Van Hoopen makes the move. That is absolutely phenomenal stuff.
That was incredible. How did they not make contact there? That was probably insane. I'm glad we actually caught that, to be honest. That was insane.
Yeah, so I think, of course, Loke doesn't want a 5-second penalty. If he gets a 5-second penalty, that's fully getting him outside the points. If he gives one position up, he should be okay. So that's maybe why Roden now decided to do that, and that's the correct decision. So they can lose one position, but at least they keep the others. Because if not, then he could get a 5-second penalty, and with how close everyone is, that sends them right out of the points. So good thinking there by Roden if they did let Boyer through there.
Loke is struggling because look who's catching. Trammett, and Loke's dropped behind Boyer. And Trammett could look like, was it Trammett or someone else? Looked like someone was going to go for a move there. Trammett is 2 tenths behind Loke, so... Yeah, Loke is struggling with his tyres, it looks like. That lock-up costed him, I think.
Yeah, race winner from yesterday. Solov was trying to go around the outside of Noah Leon. That's the car that was trying to overtake the number 20. And now Noah Leon also is going to be trying to get past Lawrence Van Hoopen, but they're all so close. And still Loke is having to defend from Travanich, who's going to have his opportunity in a couple of meters' time. Let's see if he can be late on the brakes and go to the inside. Might be a bit too far back, but what about in the background? Solov is still looking for it on Noah Leon. So now this race is getting a bit interesting. Now we're starting to see a bit of overtaking between these drivers.
Yeah, we are. It's suddenly like it's turned up to an 11, Omi. It's just like overtake, overtake, overtake. But hopefully we get to see all of them.
Yes, well, if we continue following this battle, I think we are going to see at least one of them very, very shortly, of course. Solov still very close. Let's see if he can try find a way through into the Nouvelle. Once again, different racing lines being trialed as we go down there to the chicane. All of them, though, pushing each other on and very close to each other, especially when we get to the Raskas and they all get to the, especially when they all get on the brakes. If someone goes to the outside and gets squeezed off a little bit, that could allow someone to slip through on the inside. So you have to look behind and ahead here on the streets of Monte Carlo, especially if you are in a train. And we could be getting some action now, as once again Solov tries to go around the outside of Noah Leon, but can't do it.
These drivers have been very, very brave on a Sunday morning drive here in the Principality for Monaco. The number 25, who got his name into the F3 winners book for the first time, is looking like to score. He could score some points if he keeps up this pace. But it's one thing, Omi, for catching the driver. That's another thing in Monaco for passing them. So Solov has got plenty of opportunities. Let's look at the replay.
So are we looking at opening lap? Seems like we are. Charlie Words being hit by Visnicki and being sent into the barriers there as well. That is Visnicki there, just continuing on with a bit of front wing. As we are, I think I'm just taking a look at how the race has been and that contact that we had earlier on in the race. Back to live pictures right now, though.
I believe that is the Rosinski being chased by, if I look at my timings, Ramos.
And he's doing well because he's still got damage from that opening lap contact, I believe.
Does he?
That's what they're trying to show us. Yeah.
That is impressive that he's still going. Unfortunately, he's not going to score any points, though.
Yeah. But just continuing on, getting some experience, I'm guessing. Having a little nice Sunday drive before we take a month's break. And before we go racing at Barcelona. Which
Why
is
have we got a month?
That could get close into Anthony knows because we go to Canada. So it's just under a month. It's on the 23rd. So it's just under a month, but about a month.
3 weeks, I'm guessing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think F1 has a month. F1 has a week break.
Yeah,
then we go to Canada. Then it's a week break after that. Then it's Spain.
Yeah.
So technically a 1 race break.
Yeah,
that's
one
not
race
bad.
break.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. But of course, about a month's time, we'll go racing at Spain. And Spain will be a circuit that F3 and F2 have had a lot of running at. They, of course, did their in-season test around that circuit. So expect a bit of a quiet Friday practice first of all. But the weekend should be good, and we should actually start to see who is actually doing really well, because that'll be a circuit that not many drivers will be able to find an excuse about why they're not doing too well, especially if you haven't raced around those circuits in the past, like drivers like Miata. So if you haven't, then you can't really find an excuse this time around for a circuit like Spain.
Sorry, I'm multitasking at the moment because I'm telling Joe where to go for Formula E later. Which was meant to start now, but I don't see Josh in the Discord. Hopefully he's not. He hasn't missed his alarm. Is he online? It's hard to tell. But anyway, we've got some action. They can sort out the Formula E stuff. We can concentrate on what's going on here as they head through Casino. My Discord had a bit of a mare there for a minute because Discord frozen for me, but it's all good now. I'm turning into a Josh, aren't I? But yeah.
Luckily, Josh, I think, would have people on backup to wake him up as well. So he should be all okay and all good. One driver who is all okay and all good is Gabriele Midi, 1.6 seconds at the front of the field. So he's having a good Sunday morning drive, and he'll be hoping to drive to victory. Just has a few more laps to navigate. Of course, this win would get him to the front of the championship, so it would be a great win. For the Alpine junior, of course, who is also trying to get a promotion to F2 for next season. So let's see how he'll be able to do in the next couple of rounds. But this would be a great way to leave the streets of Monte Carlo. Monica's been good to him for the last 2 years.
Did he graze the wall? Or is he just showing his tyres? I think he's just showing how his tyres are grained.
Yep, absolutely. So
we thought he had an issue though. Bloody hell.
This is where it's really close though. Of course, Sophia Flash. We also have Tisana pull into Pruvazak, who loves the barriers. And the barriers love him, it seems like, so far this year. Crashing just as much as Nisani's done.
Oh God! Don't you dare talk about Roy Nisani, homie. I hate that man. Absolutely hate that man.
Right. Anyway, still the battle scene between Leon, Solov, Van Hoopen, yellow flag.
Oh God! Safety car. It's got to be a safety car.
Right.
3 cars.
So that's Mega Tunif. Mega Tunif. You also have
number 5. Solov. Solov's just about to get going.
And Leon.
Leon. So that. I did say there would be a crash near Mirabeau. Was I right? But I said the wrong lap.
Yes.
I said lap 2.
Okay, we added 0 to it. You're correct.
Okay. Yeah, I win. Kind of.
Track blocked.
Wait, I think it's more than a safety car. I think it's a red flag. No.
Well,
Josh
B.
Is gonna kill me because every time he leaves us in charge. Oh right, so it's just Mega Tunif that's stalled. Yeah, I think could they get rid of the car with a safety car? I don't know.
They can get rid of that.
Yeah, if more than one car stalled, it would have been a red flag. But I think they would have get away with a safety car. But what a shame.
There's a crane directly on the outside of that corner.
All right, okay. So there will be a safety car. Josh B's not going to kill me.
So Mega Tunif went in with to try avoid this incident. So it was Solo and Leon who collide, and then Mega Tunif comes in and just locks up to try avoid it, but then ends up getting stuck in it himself. But this is where it would have been a red flag if they all just got stuck. But luckily they're all able to continue going. Other than Mega Tunif, of course.
How did they not stall the car from there? That's incredible. That just shows how better they are in terms of car control. So.
Indeed.
Let's run through your order then, because we haven't run through the order in a while, so we will go through it. So we've got Gabriele Mini in P1 at the moment, Christian Mansell, P2, Luke Browning, P3, Lindblad, P4, Fornaroli, P5. That hasn't changed. Then we've got Beganovic in 6th, Boyer in 7th, Loke in 8th, Travitt in 9th, Van Open in 10th. Then we've got Gerther, Zucker, Tommy Smith, Callum, Brzezinski, Ramos, Montoya, Esserson, Dunn, Ome.
To sign up for Linktree Pruvazak?
Thank you. Flourish, Sphere Flash, Dufek, Kean Shields, James Headley, and then so Solod was able to get going, so it was Stenchorn and Leon. Bedrin's still going as well, but Mega Tunif did not. So Mega Tunif is out of the race.
It's been a weekend to forget for Mega Tunif. Crash in practice. Then, of course, had issues yesterday. Saw him drop out of the points, drop him out of contention. And then just avoiding an incident, but then going straight into the barrier while doing so. So, there's been a weekend to forget for Sammy Mega Tunif, from the highs, of course, of winning the feature race at Imola brilliantly last week. So Sullivan Leon is now under investigation, so we'll see what happens with that one, of course. But now, if Mini has absolutely done his tyres, then Mansell could possibly try and put on a bit of an attack, try force Mini into a bit of mistakes. So this race still is going to be exciting all the way till the end. And let's see, what does this race have for us then, all the way till the finish. The safety car should hopefully be in if we've cleared it.
Safety car should be in at the end of this lap.
Oh, and so that was the pile-up.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, it was Solov and Leon who collide. Megatune have taken avoiding action. So Solov into Leon.
The marshals were
Megatune
quick to
have
get the other flags out,
Yeah.
by the way.
They
Very
were.
quick.
Very quick.
I think I wondered if they were preempting it and it was going to happen. So they were just like, wave your flag.
Well, when they saw that they were close to an overtake, they would have been like, "Oh, this could result in a crash." Yellow flag off of it, and then oh yeah, they're fine.
yeah. That's
There we
what.
go.
Safety car is ending. So we've got how many laps? 3. So penalty for Nicholas Solov. That was quick for 10 seconds. For causing a collision, I believe. Yes, it was.
Well, here we go then. This is now the restart. Mini Mansell and Browning the top 3.
Josh B is awake. He's awake. Good news for Formula E. If you're wondering where Formula E is at the moment, he is getting set up. So the stream will be live shortly on JB Motorsports 1 and Twitch, which is on this channel. And I can't. My Discord pictures are frozen, so I'm gonna let you take over, Omi.
So have mine. Okay, there we go. Now they're back. As they make their way through Standard Arch. 5 laps to go.
5 laps. So it wasn't just me then. I was a bit worried it was going to be my internet there. But as they make their way towards up the hill for the 23rd time of asking, that's all so close. It allows other people a chance to have a say in the matter. So we've got Gabriele Mini in first, Christian Mansell in second, who has managed to heat their tyres into a good operating window. Only one way to find out. That could have been another airplane crash, Omi.
Yep, absolutely. Travanitz has got past Loke. Loke trying to make the move as well. And Travanitz has been able to get through. So they're all still battling all throughout the field then. As Mini tries to get a bit of a gap. But an interesting restart there. Van Hoopen is close to move on Joseph Loke. Let's see if we can go around the outside.
Round the outside he goes. Let's see if he can do it. Van Hoopen does get past Loke. Loke's had a terrible restart. He's down to 10th.
Terrible restart indeed, but Joseph Loke fights back and Van Hoopen's into the wall.
Safety car. It's bound to be a safety car.
Oh my god. Yeah, we had that last year, of course, as well.
Yeah,
but we had
safety
safety
car.
cars out.
Yeah.
Safety cars out, but we had it last year as well when there was a car trying to go to the inside. And that was on the opening lap, when the car on the outside just goes straight into the wall. So it's impossible for both of them to get through without the car on the outside going into the barrier.
To be honest, Omi, I called it. I called that it was going to be a safety car. And, yeah, that was a shame that it happened. But, yeah. So, as I think it could end under safety car. I'm surprised with the amount of debris that there's no red flag, personally. But we'll see if they're able to clear it up without the need of a red flag.
We hope he is out of the car.
Yeah, he is. Yep, he's out of the car. All good news for him.
Always is lovely to see, of course, the driver getting out of the car after a little bit of, or a big impact there for him. After going wheel to wheel with Joseph Loke, who went to the inside. And in Monaco, you can't really be patient sometimes and wait for opportunities, because whenever you sense an opportunity, that is your opportunity around the streets of the Monte Carlo. It doesn't come around often around this circuit, especially with the race coming to a close very soon. So he went to the inside, and it meant that Lawrence Van Hoopen found the barrier. But of course, a big impact for the F3 car there, and we'll be getting a new F3 car for next year, of course.
New regulations for the F3 will be coming in 2025.
Now, guys.
What?
Yes.
Do you think we'll see the same style wing as F2 have? Or do you think it'll be different?
Probably could go with the same if they want, or they
Same.
can change it.
I think that as well.
I hated it when they were first introduced, but I like it now.
Now it seems normal, basically. Right, this is Joseph Loke, Lawrence Van Hoopen, banging wheels at the Nouvelle, but it's going to go much more further than that as well. It's going to go to Tabac, so this was them banging wheels and then they continued. So we want to see a bit more further up. Lawrence Van Hoopen cuts the corner. So his exit, he gets out of the throttle. And then I think Joseph Loke just pulls alongside. Lawrence Van Hoopen might even be trying to let him through there. And then Joseph Loke just pulls to the inside. And Lawrence Van Hoopen's going to head into the wall.
Yeah, what a shame. He's not going to score any more points this weekend. So that is very, very gutting for him. And so, yeah, it was Van Hoopen and Loke been battling for 3-9. Oh. So you could probably translate what he said.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're not going to say. So, yeah, it was, in the commentary, it said it was Van Hoopen and Loke been battling for P9. The ART driver got past into the New Bell chicane, but Loke stayed on the inside into the back. Unfortunately, Van Hoopen was on the dirty side of the track and went straight to the wall. So that's how he ended his day. So, Bert Mylander's going to get a few laps today as well.
Yep, quite a few. Of course, we've got Formula 2, the Super Cup as well, the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup.
And the F1. Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see how much safety cars we get in all of that. Will be an exciting day of racing, not just in Monaco.
Mate, that was crazy from Van Hoopen. Oh, I left him room both times, and he's just firing in way too much speed than he can carry. Yeah, copy, mate.
So he thinks that obviously Loke thought that he left some space. It was hard to tell if he left more space or not, but I think to be honest, he just Van Hoopen just went on the dirty side of the track, and then boom, that was it. So
yep, absolutely no grip out there, of course, and straight into the barrier. And as I mentioned, we saw the exact same thing last year in the feature race, I believe it was, where we saw it with two cars going side by side into there, and just out wide for the car on the outside, similar to Lawrence Van Hoopen. But now Mini's going to have to deal with another restart. Now, we're on the penultimate lap of the race, so will it be cleared in time for a little one-lap showdown here in Monaco? That's going to be the question.
One-lap shootout. Not the first time we've seen it. I hope it doesn't end under yellow.
We don't want it to end under yellow, so if it's clear, let's hope that we do get going.
They're still like there. I don't think it's going to be cleared in that amount of laps, Omi. They still got the barrier to... I'm surprised that there wasn't a red flag. It should have been a red flag, but there wasn't.
Yeah, indeed. So we'll see by the time that we get to the new belt, of course. And we're heading there right now with Mini. And we'll see further down with the cars making their way through. But it seems like that Mini has done the job. But if we do go racing for a one-lap shootout, then he'll have to really get that restart right and make sure that Mansell isn't coming over him at all. Oh, it's ending.
What with this debris? That is going to end in tears. It's going to end in tears. I just...
No, because that's only foam and there's no carbon fibre, it's just foam.
Oh, it's just foam. Okay, good. But was there a barrier that was broken?
It'll fly away everywhere. It'll fly absolutely everywhere when the cars go through.
Okay, good. Because if it was carbon fibre, it would have been a red flag. But anyway, the track is clear. Safety car is in. And Gabriele Mini for the final time as we have one lap to go of this Formula 3 round in Monaco. And here we go then. Mini leads the field away in towards turn 1 very comfortably. 0.3 of a second between Mansell and Mini. Will Mansell have anything to say in this final lap? Well, only time will tell. Fornaroli and Lindblad trying to have an answer to Luke Browning as well to get the final spot on the podium, as we're seeing Station getting past Leon for 24th spot.
Yep, Solov's dropped down a little bit, so I wonder what's happened to Solov. Maybe a little error by him.
Places.
Yeah, I wondered the damage has costed him, so he's probably going to retire the car.
Well, we are on the final lap, so it seems like he'll just make his way all the way till the end of course there as well, as they all still do battle. Leon has a little look on Stenshorn. The other McLaren Jr., Dunn, past Esterson as well.
So Dunn gets past Esterson. I always pronounce that name wrong. It's so annoying. When I pronounce names wrong, it's frustrating. But looks like no challenge is going to be put on Gabriele Mini this weekend in the feature race. He got pole last year as well. And he did well last year in F3 too. So he's going to do the double. But he did get the sprint race win because he was in 11th in that one. But Gabriele Mini wins the feature race in F3 with Mansell taking a well-deserved P2. Well done for him. Luke Browning gets third. Lindblad fourth, Fornaroli in fifth, and Beganovic in sixth. So there was quite a few more overtakes than last time out, Omi. But no red flags.
No red flags. Pretty chaotic still, of course, as well. Anyone with a penalty like Vishniki does get hurt massively by it due to the safety car, so he drops all the way till 25th, of course. But Gabriele Mini, great stuff by him. Was under a lot of pressure at the start, but then it was flawless all the way from there. So great stuff by Gabriele Mini. Had it under control, and once again, winner in Monte Carlo. So Mini is going to be really happy with that. Let's hear from him.
Great drive, mate. Great drive. P1, P1. We are in the position we belong. Good job, mate. Good job. Winner in Monaco. Yes.
Yes, mate. Mate, we won in Monaco.
Mini won in Monaco. Yep, he was happy with that. I think one person who'll also be happy was Mansell, because I don't think he had any challenge to Mini there. So I think it'll be interesting to hear his radio later on. So, and
he was absolutely elated after quali. Let's hear from him.
Well done, mate. Well done. Go on. Podium in Monaco. How about that? Back on it. Well done. We didn't make it too easy for him, but you didn't make a mistake, so fair enough.
Did I tell you that you'll be happy?
Well, I think it was pretty much predicted after qualifying with how much he was absolutely elated with that. To say the season he's had, so he was absolutely amazing. It was an amazing result in qualifying, and he was with joy after that result. Couldn't be a happier man. One of the most happier people after that qualifying session. So he's incredibly happy with that result, of course, as he should be. Christian Mansell finishing in second. Browning also getting some more solid points, but it's Mini who now takes over the championship lead, of course, as well, going into Spain.
Yes, Spain as well will be next time out in just under 3 weeks' time, as the ceremonies will be done quite differently at Monaco. It'll be the trophies first, and then it will be the national anthem, which I didn't know about. But they did show it in F2. They show it like about 20 minutes after, but like highlights, which was annoying. But that's because they had to do a quick off for the Formula 1 build-up. So
yeah, and also how Sky said, unfortunately, due to the red flag, we aren't able to show you the podium highlights. So when the hell do you ever show it without the red flag?
That is interesting, but Mini celebrates out of the car. The Alpine Junior celebrates with his team. And there's a track where you always want to win at. First, it's your home track. Second is Monaco. And I could definitely agree with that. I think everybody would want to win in Monaco. And we did say that if you had a good qualifying, expect a good race. Will we see the same with Richard for sure in around about an hour's time? Just under?
If he gets the strategy nailed on, then could be more to contend with than this F3 race.
Oh, yeah, because of pit stops. Yeah, because of pit stops, yeah.
Indeed, so it'll be exciting to see whether Richard Rashaw can do it and take a race victory this season and win the feature. And what a moment it will be for his career and probably what will be his final F2 season, of course.
Yeah, it will be his final F2 season, I believe, as well.
Yeah, because this is his 4th season. Don't see him going to a 5th.
But I swear, like, there's many people that have done more than 4 seasons, though, me.
Yes, but I don't see him going to a 5th though.
Did Roy Nisani do like loads or something?
Yes, Boschong did loads, Desani did loads. There's no limit, but he's maximising his experience, his Richard Rashaw. This will probably be his last, and he'll just go try something else because he's been in here since 2021.
Formula E?
Possibly. Possibly.
Could be Formula E. As...
Yeah,
I think they're being weighed. They're being weighed. Okay.
Yeah. We're just currently waiting for the podium stuff. Browning giving a little wave. Part of the Williams Academy, of course. Being congratulated by Prema. And then Mini running over as well. And he's, of course, supported by the Alpine outfit.
I think most of the drivers are supported by them as well. But let's run through your results. Gabriele Mini wins in Monaco. Christian Mansell in second. Luke Browning in third. Arvid Lindblad in fourth. Leonardo Fornaroli in fifth. Dino Beganovic in sixth. Murray Boyer in seventh. Tim Trummett in eighth. Joseph Loke in ninth. And Ollie Gerfer round up your top 10. Nobody gets the point for the fastest lap because not the one who got it was outside the top 10. Then we have got Kasper Sutka in 11th, Tommy Smith in 12th place, Callum Vidin in 13th, Santiago Ramos in 14th, Sebastian Montoya in 15th, Alexander Dunn in 16th, Matt Esserson in 17th, Zampol in 18th. I'm not saying the last name, sorry. Severe Flurge in 19th and Joseph Dufek in 20th. Then we got Kean Shields in 27th, James Headley in 22nd, Noel Leon in 23rd, Nikita Bedrin in 24th, Rosinski in 25th, Stenshawn in 26th, Nicholas Orlov in 27th, and your retirements are Van Open, Megatunith, and Charlie Vert. So that was your final results for Monaco. And like Omi said, we won't be racing the Formula 3 cars until we head to Spain. So we've got one race break before we head back to Europe for the other feeder series as they all make their way on to the podium. So we got Luke Browning in third place as he makes his way. Then Christian Mansell, look at that. He's very, very delighted with that as well. Some big championship points for him. And then Gabriele Mini, full 25 points for the Monaco King of F3, I have to say. Well, no one else is going to be the Monaco King of F3 because no one else has won. So, they'll get their trophies in just a moment. And then we've got the team, Prema team, going up there. I think it's Prema, isn't it? But that's looking good for them in the constructors because they're leading anyway.
So, we'll have the trophies first of all. And then we will have the Italian national anthem.
Yep, so we've got Mini getting his trophy. Then we're going to have... Oh, no, we're not getting the team's trophy next. Okay, so then we've got Christian Mansell getting his trophy. I have to say the trophies do look very nice.
They do.
And then we got Luke Browning that gets his. Then we're going to get the teams. Yeah, we are going to get the teams. I think they're celebrating more than the drivers, to be honest. And they'll put the trophies down and we will hear the national anthem for Gabriele Mini. And if you thought you me why I was laughing, me and Josh T were having fun on the Ninja Call conducting the virtual band there. That was quite fun, actually. And there'll be a team picture on the podium with... I don't know who... Is that the team? I don't even know if it's the team principal, but we're about to get the champagne. Who is it, Omi? Do you know?
I don't know who it is specifically, but it's not the team principal because that's where Rene was in.
It is champagne time in Monaco. I don't usually like to do it the way Josh does because I need my voice for F2. Monaco had delivered for Formula 3. The sprint race was a bit chaotic. The feature race provided much more excitement. A bit of chaos, but no red flag, which was great to see. We will be back in 3 weeks' time for Spain, but let's get our thoughts from all three of us in the box. We'll start with our person in the pits, Josh T. What are your thoughts on this F3 race?
It's been a good race and a couple of safety cars. No red flags. You break that curse, Jess. For now.
For now,